Hey all, J-Man here. I just want to tell you about beardedshirts.com. It's a great place to get a lot of cool superhero shirts and other merchandise. You can scroll, they've always got sales on. As you can see, they've got these really cool print all over shirts, which I really love. That's Eddie, the founder of the site. And if you're looking for stuff, all you got to do is you click on the search here and you can type in all over. And that's going to show you the all over prints, which are really, really cool. Look at that. You got Legion of Superheroes, you got Brave and the Bold, you got JSA, you got Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, all kinds of stuff. So check out beardedshirts.com. Hello, Legionnaires. Welcome to episode 63 of the Legion live stream, where we cover a bunch of Legion of superhero issues. We got a lot to talk about. I want to get right into it. This Wednesday, I'm going to be on the Action Elite talking about the Killer's Game. This is the new Dave Bautista movie. Lots of actors in this one. If you like wrestling, Drew McIntyre's in this one. Scott Adkins, he was an action star. Lots of people in this movie. The girl from Rebel Moon, who I don't know her name, Sophia Boutel or something. So we're going to talk about that on Wednesday. This Friday special event. Ewoks. We're going to be talking about Ewoks, or I guess the Ewok Adventure Caravan of Courage, and we're going to be talking about Ewoks: The Battle for Endor. And I can tell you right now that Sindel is 1,000 times better than any Disney Star Wars character that they've introduced since they've taken over. At least you care about what happens to her. So that's going to be this Friday special episode. After that, we're going to start Earth's Mightiest Friday, which will be Avengers. So there you go. 1 week from today, boom. We're going to, okay, I didn't realize that Karate Kid was so awesome. We're not going to just whip through these Karate Kids. I'm sorry. I said we're going to do them all in one stream. I lied. We're not doing them. Karate Kid is awesome. I think this is a friggin' fantastic series so far. So we're going to cover some today, 1 through 5. Then we're going to do 6 to 10. And then we'll do 11 to 15 and then conclude it with Commandy, because Commandy is the conclusion of that. So I'm looking forward to these. It's going to be really good. Let's thank the channel members, our Legionnaires. Of course, Dan, Sean, Steven, Brennan, Mark D with a C, RR, Philip Story, Esvon82, Digger Jim, Legion of Comics, and Quagnar. And of course, Mike Alonzo, Clobberin Times, our good friend who we lost a few months ago. We are going to continue this stream as much as he wanted to do. So we still got a long ways to go. We've still got many episodes left. It's going to be great to go through these, and we miss him and we thank him so much. And he's always going to be a Legionnaire for us. So thanks, buddy. We appreciate you. All right, let's get going. There's a lot of comics to talk about today. So I'm going to try to be as interactive as possible, but also keeping in mind that we do have lots of comics to do today. Because we're going to do both DC Presents. I don't remember who it was in the chat, but someone was like, you got to do the next one. And these two DC Presents are great. And I have these two. I love DC Presents. It's maybe my favorite series. I don't know, at least one of them. All right, let's bring in Sean.
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, it's a fun stream, and this one is going to
be.
Oh
my God.
Yeah.
This is epic today. Joe Dog was here first. Joe Dog, thank you so much.
I got my Karate Kids.
Oh, you got your Karate Kids out? Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, this is all new. The way they're doing something's changed on StreamYard. This looks way different. It looks better.
You see?
Oh, you know what? I made them squares. I didn't realize that. Oh, I like this better. I might keep this.
Oh, this display.
Yeah. Tonight, who do we got? Flash or Hulk? Oh, that's tough. I think Flash can win.
Yeah, Flash knows a bit more tricks that Hulk would just be dim-witted at.
I feel like most DC people can beat most Marvel people.
Oh yeah.
Unless it's like an outmatched thing or something.
Yeah.
You read Amazing Spider-Man 270. Nice. Tonight with Black Suit Spider-Man. I love Black Suit Spider-Man.
Yeah, Black Suit Spider-Man was like 260 something onward to like freaking almost the 300s. It's like a couple of years. Yeah.
One of the best Spider-Man stories, Amazing Spider-Man 124. Yeah. Philip is here, a Legionnaire, buddy. Thank you so much. Flash could take him. Yeah, I think you're right, Philip. Phil Owens is here. Hello, thank you. You've been on so many times, buddy. We appreciate it. On the shirts. Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, they do. I was going to reply to you, but yeah, they hold up to the to wash.
So Edward, there's different fabrics. There's the polyester one. The polyester one maintains its shape and is multiple washable, no problems. I don't normally get the polyesters. I did, but they have a new fabric that feels kind of like a cotton. I prefer that one better. I don't know if that one holds up on multiple washes, but I mean, I've washed one like 3 or 4 times and it's bloody vibrant.
Yeah.
So the polyester ones for sure, like there's shirts that I've washed like 10 times over and they're like beautiful. It looks brand new. So right. Polyester is better, maintains its shape. My skin doesn't like it. And I didn't know that. Eddie had sent me, the owner of Bearded Shirts had sent me so many and they were kind of irritating my skin. So my skin didn't like it, but the washes were fine. So I went to the cotton, but the cotton so far is really good. It's not exactly cotton. It's cotton feel.
Blend, yeah.
If the Flash can pierce the Hulk's skin. Oh yeah. I mean, that would be that. Yeah. That's it. All right. Everyone else saying that. All right. Let's share the screen here. Let's go DC Presents, baby. Let me get my ad blocker. Oh, already something on here. Come on. Go away. Let me get my ad blocker. Boom. DC presents Superman, and the Legion of Superheroes. Do you have the credits for this one, Sean?
Yeah, DC Comics present volume only, number 13. Cover date is September 1979. The cover artists are Dick Dillon and Dick Giordano. Superman and the Legion of Superheroes to Live in Peace Nevermore. Written by Paul Levitz, penciled by Dick Dillon, inked by Dick Giordano, colored by Jerry Serp, and lettered by Ben Oda, edited by Julie Schwartz.
All right. Well, the cover's awesome. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
All right. DC presents. I love these 2 issues. They're absolutely fantastic. To live in peace, nevermore. All right, so he's beaten. I mean, when you start okay, if you want to get me pumped immediately,
yeah,
have Superman fighting something in space in your first page.
Yeah.
As soon as you see a first page like this, there's almost 0% chance of it being bad. You're like, yeah, this will be awesome. I can already tell you this will be awesome.
Yeah.
If James Gunn starts the movie with Superman fighting some alien thing in space, then I will know that he knows what he's doing. If it starts off in Smallville or something, then I know that he doesn't know what he's doing. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
All right. 27 with Martian Manhunter and 20 with Green Arrow. Yep. Yeah, I believe I have those as well. I have almost every issue of DC Presents. All right. So, so this is basically, I read this a while back now because I read it right after that. There's a space battle. What are they called? The Nirvans or not? Nirvans or something?
Yeah.
Nirvans?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's this big battle going on, and Superman, of course, is coming in to save the day.
Yeah.
And we got to go slightly faster than we normally go, but
he's doing all this, and they show a lot of super feats.
Yeah.
He's throwing moons and stuff.
Picking this shit up, throwing this shit around, moving this big hunk of mass.
War from happening. So
yeah.
And then of course the Legion has to come in and seem like they're doing the wrong thing and never explain themselves properly. So he's like, that's a Legion thing at this point. But yeah, it's like
Superman knows. He's like, hey, wait a minute, you guys pulled this trick before.
Several befores. But yeah, so like,
Superman, you cannot prevent it.
Yeah, he's like, Dawn. He has to name check everyone in case like people that don't know the Legion. It's like a Dawn Star, Sun Boy, Lightning Lad, Saturn Girl.
Present.
What are you all doing here?
Present.
Here, miss. Yeah.
Here, Here, sir. Here, present.
Yeah.
Here, present. And then, I always just said here. I don't try to be all cool.
Yeah, present was the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, present. And then somebody would say president, and you're like,
Yeah.
yeah. There's always one kid who would say president.
You're the first one to come up with that. Wow.
Yes, and the teacher would say, "I'd be like, wow, that's the first time I've ever heard that." President. He's not Superman anymore. That's right. Can't pull this shit with me. I'm not taking this crap anymore. Superman, you can't do this. He's like, but I've got to. Okay, but you know what? Superman trusts them.
Right.
Right? They're like, look, Superman, you can't interfere in this one. You got to let the court. You got to let things play out because there's a certain, big ramifications of this. Is the butterfly effect or the chaos theory or whatever. Right. This is like don't mess with anything. It's like, okay. So he trusts them.
Yeah.
I like that. He's like, okay, I'm going to let it be. Yeah. So he goes away. And the problems happen. This is all great, though. This is a great issue. I almost wish we were only doing 2 or 3 tonight, like we normally do, because we're doing so many. We got to go a little bit quicker, but because we're doing 7, and normally we do 3, so it's more than double what we normally do. But some of this is all great stuff here, like collecting these guys up and moving them around. Good. I like the art here. I love the space.
Yeah, Dick Dillon. Yeah.
Yeah, this is good. This is really nice. All right, back to Clark Kent. And here's Steve Lombard. It's like, okay.
He's always an ass, yeah.
He's always an ass. I got my 2. He's got the 2-button. How does he have the 2-button shirt or what? So Pete Ross comes in, and he knows he's Superman. I mean, the cat's out of the bag here. It's like, yeah, I know you're Superman.
But his origin for that, we read that in an early Adventure Comics or something. So they maintained that all these years, that he saw him on a camping trip.
Yep.
And Flash of Lightning revealed that he was Superboy. And they've maintained that all these years. And I guess this is the first time he's revealing it to Superman. Yeah.
Yeah. I think, this is the first time that he's saying, hey, I know who you are.
Yeah.
So
I always liked the idea. I don't know which comic it was that did this. I guess it was Post-Crisis, where all of Smallville knows who Superman is. They just don't tell anybody. That's their whole secret. And everyone is trusting, and they keep that as a small town, right? Yeah.
That is cool. DJ is here. Thank you. Somebody say hi. Thank you. I appreciate it. Help us out. All right, cool, man. Take it easy. Yeah, Pete kept it secret. Yeah. So Pete's I like Pete Ross. Well, I liked Pete Ross, and then he had to piss me off in this one. Anyways, piss me off, Pete. Like, all right. So Pete Ross is like, they've kidnapped my son, and Superman can't stand for that. So he's like, I got to do something. But here comes the Legion.
Well, the Legion goes here just to tell him we're not rescuing you, and then they leave.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Like, they're like, sorry, buddy, we're not rescuing you.
Yeah, we can't rescue you.
You have to stay because you're going to become this pumped up guy or whatever. And
yeah, you're John Connor or whatever.
You're John Connor.
Yeah.
Pete, what's the kid? John Ross. John Ross. Yeah. It's like, you are John Connor. What? It's like, no. It's like, what? I'm John Connor. What? What? Who? What the? Who to what? What the hell? What the who?
Yeah.
Afraid not, John. We can't save you this time. But I want to be saved. No. But I really want to be saved. No. But I'm not joking. I want to be saved. No. All right. Is that the piss me off? No, that's my name for him.
Yeah, and Soundgirl's like, my telepathic powers can't make him accept his fate. But this is incredible. The boy actually knows Superman's secret. Well, we do too, so yay.
Yeah, he pissed me off. Pete told
his son.
His son. Son, Superboy, Clark Kent is really Superman. Wow, Dad.
Dad, who's Clark Kent?
Who's Clark Kent? He's a reporter. I don't know who. I don't know any
newspapers that you don't read. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I know. That was the other thing too. Someone's like, "Oh, I'll tell you the big secret." It's like, I don't know who anybody is. It's like,
yeah. It's like when Spider-Man, when they take off his mask in part 2, and as a comic fan, you're like, "Oh shit!" But the thing is, no one knows who this guy is.
Yeah, who is that?
No one knows who Peter Parker is.
Like, I like where it's the guy from. It's actually the guy from Evil Dead 2, and Intruder.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name now, the actor, and he's in all of Sam Raimi's movies, and he's
Yeah.
like, oh my god, he's just a boy, like no
Yeah.
older, like he's just a boy.
No older than my kid or whatever.
My kid, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was nice. All right, Superman is not having this shit anymore. He's like, I'm going back to save Piss Me Off Pete's son.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. This comic is so great, though. The art, these two DC Presents are absolutely friggin' phenomenal. I love them both.
DC Presents had some great layouts. I love in the first appearance of Mongol where that missile is coming closer and closer, and it's like the size of the whole panel and beyond. Yeah,
yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
I love DC Presents. Yeah, I'm not missing very many of them, and I'm pretty sure I have these two. I'm going to check on my phone while we're going. Who's messaging?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Steve messaging. That's Steve messaging. So obviously he's not watching the stream right now. Come on.
No, none of our friends watch this stream.
Yeah. Okay, which one is this? This is 13 and 14. Yeah, I've got both these. Yeah. I got them both. All right. Great. Great explosions here. Boom. Oh, he got nailed. Superman got nailed. They bring him in.
We nailed Superman. Bring him in. You kids were never trustworthy. When I was a kid, and you were kids, and now you're still kids, and I'm Superman, and because of some weird serum or some crap you introduced a few issues ago, it's like, I know it's a time travel thing too, but like still, yeah.
Yeah, like wait a minute, you're not supposed to remember any of these people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. No, he remembers them. He just doesn't remember the technology, or no, he doesn't remember Supergirl. That's what it was.
Oh, it's Supergirl.
When he's there with Supergirl had some sort of hypnotism thing.
Yeah, that's right.
So that he'll never remember her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Complications of being
Superman. Well, joke's on you, Superman. She doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, no.
You held her on the cover of one of those crisis issues, and she was dead.
She's dead.
And then she was a shape-shifting alien with, fire wings, and, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
What?
She's D.
It's impossible! No.
And then someone says, and Darth Vader built C-3PO. What?
Yeah.
It's like, that's improbable or something. Remember that one?
Yeah. And then you get helped by teddy bears, and then
he's like, that's because you get helped by teddy bears. That's weird. It's like and Darth Vader built things like that's improbable.
That's improbable.
That's improbable.
Yeah.
Superman. Okay, Ed, help us out here. Superboy's program not to remember any revelations of his personal future history. Yeah. So I don't know. Whatever. How does that work? Like, that's a weird.
It's that super ventriloquism, hypnotism stuff. It's always been weird.
I love super ventriloquism.
From Pre-Crisis was he can duplicate himself and Clark Kent in the same room by just vibrating back and forth.
Yeah. What the heck? No,
it's way. Like he changes and he's Clark Kent. He changes and he's Superman, and he does that super fast.
Right.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Hello, Lois. I am here, and so am I.
I could never wrap my head around that as a kid. I was like, huh? I think he took this Pre-Crisis bullshit way too far.
Okay, so I love the Superman robots.
Yeah.
And I wish they didn't. I wish they were just they didn't have capes or whatever. But I mean, whatever. It's like they're exactly.
No, I like the cape. I like them just being Superman, but
they're just Superman robots.
I've always loved that. Yeah,
it's like
they're doing the big calculations right now how to thwart this war without like Superman's way. Like at least they're entertaining this. Like, you know what? Let's do it your way. Let's try to avert this war and still maintain have the same ramifications that we did before, right? Yeah.
Which is good. So they make it so that it's drones basically. So actual people aren't dying, but the war is still going. So you still get to have John Ross as your big savior. There's the big epilogue. Listen, Pete, your son's a good man. We had to leave him because he's going to be John Connor in the future. And he's going to be part of a franchise of films, and the first two are going to be really, really, really good, and the third one's going to be like somewhat decent as
Pete Ross, do you remember Terminator? Was like, yeah, a beauty movie. It's like Terminator 2. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, that's your son. Like, what? And you can't come back. It's like, huh? It's like, I think you went about this explanation wrong.
Hey, FK, how's it going, man? Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, Superman, F you and your effing movie, and I don't like Terminator 4 through 8 or whatever they're on.
Yeah.
It's like, 3 was okay, I guess. It's like, and for making me watch the other Terminators, I'm gonna get revenge on you. It's like, oh damn.
On you in a
On
weird
you.
way. It'll be awesome. Next issue, guys.
I'm gonna get revenge on you next issue in a really awesome way. It's
Yeah.
like, all right. All right, let's do it.
It's a winner. Who's the winner? Oh, this shady guy.
Oh man, this is cool.
Dun, dun, dun.
Superman and Superboy.
Yeah, with the arc font. Yeah.
You got the
For your
kryptonite.
crime, Superman, I sentence you to death.
I sentence you
really
to
mean
red
it,
death.
because death isn't red. So
Wait a minute, Superboy. And then Lois like, shit, Superboy really means it. He said it in red.
no.
Like, his font changed. It's
Yeah.
like his font color. It's like, and oh no, it went to Comic Sans italics. Damn it.
Yeah, they don't explain. I'll say this up front. They don't explain, like, yeah, so somebody is possessing Superboy, right? Spoilers. For something that's like older than us. But well, as old as us. But he has all his kryptonite chains and he's shooting a kryptonite rocket, but he's still gonna be like weakened by kryptonite.
Yeah, he's too close to it.
Yeah. But anyway.
All right, what's the credits on this one? Is that it's the same, right?
It's probably the same. Let me see. Oh, let me get there. Come on, internet. Yeah, so yeah, cover is Dick Dillon and Dick Giordano. This is cover dated October 1979. Yeah, written by Paul Levitz, penciled by Dick Dillon, inked by Dick Giordano, colored by Jerry Serp, and lettered by Todd Klein, edited by Julie Schwartz.
All right.
How
can Superboy and Superman be together? Well, they can now because now Superboy is a different thing, but
yeah.
Brainy's belt. Give me that belt. All right. Superboy, hometown. Welcome to Smallville. Hometown Superboy whoosh, flies through it. Metropolis Courthouse. Dun, dun, dun. Lois is looking good here.
I know. What the hell, man?
I like DC Presents Lois. This is a good Lois here. I don't like the other Loises. It's like she looks good here.
This trial is boring. I'm out of here. It's like, I'm not so sure, Lois. Your total lack of journalistic instincts amaze me. Now, how did you become a top reporter? She's so mean. And he's like, oh, I don't know, Lois. I was just lucky, I guess. I'm Superman and I photographed myself. So there you go.
You know, Lois, man, give this guy a break here.
Yeah.
It was just lucky, I guess. Okay, anyways, here comes Superboy beating the crap out of Clark Kent.
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
I'll change in super speed so no one can see me.
Somehow, yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on.
A historic panel: Superman versus Superboy.
That is cool.
First Superboy, now you, Superman. What's going on? Oh,
yeah, this time this was only one Superboy. There wasn't like how it's like, you know, now there's like many super people.
They should have a super war, and at the end of it, almost everyone's dead. I would do that. I would do that for the spider characters too. I would just like kill everybody. It would be like the Transformers the movie. But
yeah, like, kill everybody.
All these spider characters die.
Yeah. Hey, Quagmire Legionnaire, buddy. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for showing up, man. Well, this is it. Yeah. This is the fight: Superman versus Superboy. So now, theoretically, Superman should be way stronger because he's a man and the other guy's a boy.
Yeah.
But Superboy is really strong, and he's going to have the edge. He's going to got the Superboy's going to have the edge.
He's got that youthful strength or whatever.
Oh, Erica Durance, yeah, she's looking good. I'll tell you that much. she's definitely looking good.
What, the new one?
No, Erica Durance is the Smallville Lois.
Oh, okay.
Sean and I are not Smallville people, unfortunately. We weren't that wasn't really our thing.
No, we weren't kids growing up with that. I was like 20 something and I was like, this is really stupid.
Yeah.
What the hell, Superman?
Yeah, I had to. If you, I did the hashtag not my Superman on that one. It's like
Yeah.
not my Superman.
I think I still would be like that if I were a kid. Um, when we were teens, that Dean Cain one was out, and I watched it knowing they weren't gonna do the cool stuff of the comics, but
Yeah,
um,
I would almost do hashtag not my Superman on that. I even though I own all these things, they're all there. They're
no,
all
I
right.
didn't like Dean Cain as Superman. And he had this weird high voice, like I'm Superman. It's like, what the hell is that? What?
Oh my
But
god!
yeah.
Look at the
Anyway.
attack on Dean Cain, man.
And
Jeez.
whenever he was Superman, his hair was gelled back. Like,
Yeah, he had the
he was
gel
like,
back
how did
hair.
that happen? Did he like sneeze and do this? Like, what? Anyway,
That's how it happened. They showed that in
yeah.
one of the deleted scenes.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill's not my Superman. I agree. He's not my Superman either because he's just not Superman.
No, he didn't
Margot
save his own
Kidder.
father from a storm. What kind of
Yeah, are we talking? Wait, are we? So are we talking about like the looks department, or are we talking about the character department? Because yeah, then it's a different conversation.
right?
Yeah, it's like I'm like I own all this stuff. I have all the seasons of Smallville right there. I have all of Lois and Clark right there. George Reeves, I have it all right there. But yeah, it's all like to me, it's like obviously the Christopher Reeve Superman. Well, that is Superman.
Yeah.
Everyone else is just pretending to be Superman. Okay. Don't worry, Superman. You won't. Boosh. Oof. Right. Look at this bright butt through here. Trapped in here. Lois, are you hurt? Lois, get back. She's coming out of the jury box to help you, Superman. And believe me, you'll need that help. Oh, yo. Superboy, man. Superboy, man, I don't know. He's like not messing around. I'll tell you that much. This guy's like, look, I'm completely done. But this is not. You're starting to. I know what you're thinking, guys. You're thinking this doesn't sound like Superboy. I don't think Superboy would behave this way, right?
Right.
And perhaps you might be right. Lois, Clark, are you all right? Yeah, well, not really. I just got smashed. My face just got smashed through a wall. But like, other than that, I'm fine.
Yeah.
No sign of that imposter. Let me pick up this car and throw it away. No, it's just okay. This guy needs.
Yeah. No. There's a car run out of gas or something like that. So
Yeah.
he throws into a.
Was this
gas station.
Paris Hilton? Remember, she ran out of gas, and they're like, "Did you put gas in the car?" She's like, "Didn't it come with gas?"
Oh, I don't know what show that was, but
That's real life. That wasn't a show.
Oh yeah.
That was on TMZ like 20 years ago.
Oh yeah. Okay. Whew. All right.
Yeah. And they're like, Paris Hilton ran out of gas and didn't know, and called the big mechanic. And the guy's like, you just ran out of gas. She didn't know you had to fill it.
Sheltered. You know, someone else drives her everywhere. Yeah. Super sheltered.
Shield. No, shelter.
Yeah. The big segments.
Segments. Shelter on. Like, okay, I'm good. The big shelter belt or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Superman, sorry for the trouble. No problem, buddy. I'm just like literally fighting for my life against an imposter Superboy. But yeah, no problem. I'll help you with your car there. Anyway. Z. Oh man, blasted. Glam.
Dun dun dun. And he's got
Which panel do I read next, Sean? Oh, this one. Thanks.
Yeah.
Wherever the signature. Here I am. I see you've awakened, Superman. Good. Now I can begin with my bazooka. Oh, Jesus Christ. Give me a break here, kid. It's a bazooka. Like, what's your problem? He. Those kryptonite chains are just for starters. Your sins have come back to haunt you, Superman. And this is the jury that's going to condemn you to die. This is a bit nonsense. Like, just get revenge.
I don't know why they're there. And I don't know where you got this flying saucer, but hey.
Yeah.
You
know. Joe Dog likes your shirt.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome, man.
That is awesome.
It's
available now on beardedshirts.com.
Bearded Shirts, they have great Superman stuff on there, so I'm trying to get all the ones I like.
Tell them you saw it. You saw them on J-Man's channel because they're my sponsor. Or you can become a member and you can get that shirt. I'll send it to you. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so great.
So that's
Though.
the pizza place. Pizza place.
I
I
saw
do
this
like.
at a pizza place. I don't know what you
I do
saw.
like pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got the everyone kidnapped here. He's got Lombard. He's got Jimmy, Lois. Is that Kat? No, or is that no? That's Lana. Is that
That's
Lana?
Lana. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Lana Lang. Who also knows who Superman is, I think.
Yeah. Why I thought it was obvious. I am Superboy. I am you, or at least I'm in Superboy's body. So that's it. It's like, what could be more fitting, Superman? I'm letting your own body kill you for your crimes. Thus shall justice triumph. Now my severed head, my disembodied head will tell you the story. I used to be this guy. I used to be Piss Me Off Pete.
Piss Me Off Pete brought Superboy in and had the personality changing ray at the
Yep.
ready. So as soon as he came in, he shot the ray and it changed and now yeah, I don't know how he had access to all this. But oh yeah, he found Lex
Luther.
Luthor's lab or whatever. And Lex Luthor, if he had all this, why is he in jail? Like he had all this stuff and he still blew it.
You know, Lex Luthor leaving your shit out like this for somebody to find. Who knows who's going to find it, Lex? Put your lab experiments away.
Yeah.
Like hide them better. Now Paste Pot Pete.
So I trapped Superboy in my body, and now he's in my body. I'm in his body. It's a whole thing. He's at home right now, tied to a chair.
It's the switcheroo.
Yeah.
It's the old switcheroo. Okay, it's like now.
It's the old pull someone out of time and change them with a change ray trick. Damn it! I should have seen that coming.
Superman's like, so it's the old go back in time and swap your mind with someone else's body and then tie that person up trick. That's the second time this month this has happened.
The old Get Smart. Like
I love Get Smart. This is the first GIF I had. The old put a painting in front of a keyhole trick. That's the second time this month I've fallen for it. That's what that's from.
Hey,
Luther's not in jail. He's underneath Metropolis looking for. Yes, that's true. Yes. Hey, Skeptic, what's going on, buddy?
You'll fill it with a pool, apparently. I don't know. That's one of the best layers in all movies.
Oh, that is a cool layer. Superman, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who else do you know who has an apartment on, was it Fifth Avenue or whatever? She's like, yeah, like under.
Yeah, we're 20 feet under. Yeah.
There's Lois. It's like, listen, you Superboy, you're trash. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I said paste pot. I said paste pot Pete, and then just as a joke. First, I called him Piss Me Off Pete, and then Paste Pot Pete. For these two issues, he's Pissed Me Off Pete because I liked Pete Ross until now.
Yeah, Pete Ross, cousin of Neil Ross, who should teach him how to paint. Yeah.
And friend of Jim Ross from wrestling, the announcer wrestling.
Yeah.
Naturally, we're ignoring the paradox of impersonating younger Superman while attacking a Superman who doesn't remember this moment from his. Of course, timey-wimey. Yep. Yeah, that was a great Doctor Who episode when the 10th Doctor made up the whole rules and he's like, it's timey-wimey. You're like, you son of a bitch. Now everyone's going to use that for every excuse ever. Yep.
Yeah.
Betsy, that's right. Betsy Ross.
Betsy Ross.
All right. Meanwhile, at least Superboy back at home in Pete's body is trying to get something done. Now I wonder, and Alex Ross, of course, can't forget Alex Ross. You're right. Yeah. Hey, Dave C, what's going on, brother?
C.
How's your subs doing, buddy? Let's see if anyone here can subscribe to Dave C. There's the link. How you doing, buddy? 137 subscribers. Oh my God, that's bullshit. Help Dave C out. Subscribe to him.
Help him out. It's a great channel. Lots of great comic book stuff on there. And Battlestar Galactica Wednesdays.
Yep.
Pretty awesome, man.
Wow, that's a crime, man. Only 137. That's brutal. I'll help this guy out. Speaking of Doctor Who, 25 is Blu-ray set arrives to 25. I don't. Which one is that? I own all the Blu-rays that have come out. So whichever one it is, I should have it unless it's brand new. If it is brand new, I'll be pre-ordering. There's one coming out soon. I'll pre-order.
Yeah.
Now, what about the dilemma of Pete, a man being in a boy's body, a foreign man? We don't want to get into that. That's going to get everyone all riled up. It's like, wait a minute. What does he have to use? What if he has to use the washroom or something? Like, ugh.
Well, he'll just piss his own pants. It's not his body.
Oh, is that is that how you treat other people's bodies? Like,
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
What a
so
bastard!
He escapes through a Bunsen burner somehow.
Yes,
and I don't know why Pete Ross left Bunsen burners. Oh, you know what? I think he's in. Is he not?
Oh, he's in the lab.
Lab, yeah, and it's in Smallville. So somehow, so he comes out and he's like, "Oh, I'm in Smallville. I know this place." And he tries to go to his old house, but like obviously someone else probably lives there.
Right. Yeah, like
he busts in. It's all up, so I guess no one's in there. And he goes down, and that's his old hideout, and it's been cleared out.
Yeah, he goes back to his old hideout to see if there's still all the stuff there.
Yeah.
Phil saying the new one, Sylvester McCoy. Did that come out in Canada and in North America? Because I don't think that one came out in North America yet. If it's Region 2, then I think, I'm not sure if you guys get it first. Superboy in Pete's body. Hey, why does Pete hate me as an adult, and how does he know my identity? Tommy Wimey strikes. I know, it's terrible. Phantom Outsiders here. Thank you, buddy. You think Superboy would soil one of his best friend's pants? Well, I don't know, man.
Soil one of his best friend's pants.
This is like he's shooting kryptonite at him.
Well, he would hold it in, but then again, I don't know what Pete Ross's fortitude is on that. So, because it's his body and his bladder, so I don't know if Superboy can hold. That's a whole philosophical. J-Man, why did you ask this?
Well, it's very important. It's very important. Oh yeah. It's season 25. That's not out in North America yet, buddy. Phil, that's not out yet. I see it. It's it's not even for pre-order yet. So shooting the kryptonite at him, but he had some strength left over. Superman was able to break the chains.
Yeah, but that's all he has.
Breaking the chains around you. Anyone any fans of Dawkins out there? Or it's a Canadian metal band. What do you want? All right. So oh yes, love it. Oh man.
Yeah, more of the super pool in space. Yeah.
Oh, this is the Superboy staple, trope, doing weird shit in space with
Yeah, there's always a meteorite, a kryptonite, asteroid, and around other regular asteroids. So then he'll just calculate which one's not, because he can't do it directly, right?
Right.
And knocks this one into a trajectory to the exact place on Earth he wants. So yeah.
The moral of the story is never challenge any of the super people at pool, because they'll definitely.
Yeah.
He'll hit the cue ball. He'll just hit every other ball and knock them all in, and it'd be one shot. It's like psh, 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 psh. It's like what?
That should be if they make a Superman game, which they're always averse to, but that should be a mini game. It's like you have to knock kryptonite back to Earth, and you have to calculate the trajectories of all the asteroids, like a billiards game or something.
Yes, that'd be cool. It's like a mini,
or like a mobile game or something. Superman shooting.
Shit. Uh-oh, what's that? Dun, 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 crypto, baby. Crypto. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Crypto comes in. Boom. Nailed him. It's like
somehow
he knows.
The plastic dog knows I'm not Superboy. Dun, 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 dun.
Yep, he knows. He used a similar trick to defeat Emerald Empress.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Yeah,
he did do that. I remember. Yeah, that wasn't that long ago.
That's why I was like, hey, this thing. But this is this is 79. Yeah, that's around 79.
It's pretty close.
Yeah,
it's pretty close. Showing a simple Farm Boy was able to go to college. Yeah, Pool Shark. He could be. It could be like Color of Money or The Hustler or whatever.
Yeah. Color
So
Money.
Color of Money. Yeah, I like both Hustler and Color of Money. I like both.
Yeah.
All right, so it's like Crypto attacking him. It's like, you're not the real Superboy. You're Pete Ross in Superboy's body. So
Yeah.
Crypto comes in. I was happy to see Crypto. I'm not gonna lie, that was cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
Thump. It's like, all right, Superman. It's like, I have a feeling I know why, Jimmy. You came because you were called, didn't you, boy? Yay! Woof 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 woof.
Yeah, by the dog whistle he found in that basement or whatever.
Well, Pete, I'll. Don't even try. I'm ready for you now, Pete. And even though I feel sorry for you, you wouldn't stand a chance. Oh man, dry. Yeah, cry it out.
Cries.
Why don't you cry about
it? Crying over you. Anyway.
Arf, you're an imposter. Arf, yeah, that was the dialogue. I kind of skimmed it. Crypto knows Pete's being evil. Yeah, that's right. Flash could learn enough for a master's degree in an hour. Yeah, of course. Flash can learn anything. I'm sure glad Crypto's whistle was left behind. He really saved us both. But now it's time to swap back. I'll be heading home. We didn't really get to see what happened with Pete here.
No, I don't know.
What happened with Pete? Does anybody know?
Transferred back, and then that's it. Like he's like, I guess I'll miss my son then. I don't know.
Yeah, like, where's my son?
Yeah,
give me back my son. No.
Payback or whatever.
Yeah, payback.
Or ransom or one of those
ransom,
things.
Yeah.
It was ransom, yeah.
Give me back my son. It's like,
who wants to eat? Yeah. Oh, because isn't it Mel Gibson or something?
Oh, Alan Moore settled it. Hold on. What issues do you know? I wouldn't mind reading that. Yeah, Who Wants to Eat the Mel Gibson thing is the absolute funniest thing of all time. Who wants to eat? I'd be like, me, I'm pretty hungry. Like, you've had this rant. I'm like, can you pass the salt? I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. Anyway.
Hungry like the wolf. All right, Karate Kid.
All right, man. Karate Kid. So this is before the stories that we just had. This is Karate Kid Volume Only, number 1, April 1976. That's the cover day, at least. The executive editor is Joe Orlando. Cover artist is Mike Grell. But the writer is Paul Levitz, penciled by Rick Estrada, inked by Joe Staton, and edited by Joe Orlando. And here it is right here.
Yeah.
Me following along in my issue. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought all of these a while ago and read them, and it's pretty awesome. And then I just tucked them away, and then you're doing these, so I reread them, and they are great. And I think that whatever happened to Man of Tomorrow? Yeah.
Okay. So sorry, I have that, and I read it. I just didn't remember what happened. Maybe I read it too long ago.
Yeah.
Maybe read it too long ago. But I have the hardcover special edition of that.
But Karate Kid, I thought it was cool. I didn't know much about the Legion. I just thought the stories were neat, and it felt like 70s DC comics to me. Like it feels really cool. And reading it now, it's sort of like refreshing compared to the Legion stories. I mean, they're great too, but you can tell they really wanted to strike out with this character. And there's a little thing that I think the editor says in the second issue letters page, where he refers back to the story that we read, where they're all condemned to death, and everyone just waits around for it. But his thing is he goes after the
Fatal Five.
The Fatal Five.
Yeah.
And he's like, he said there was something there to explore, like his fierce independence. And so that's why this comic was made. So,
yeah, I'm shocked
at
how awesome this was. Like, this is he just fights a cool guy every episode, every issue. So first up, basically these issues are just going by the villain. What I like about that,
Mm-hmm.
oh God, I'm not saying it's Amazing Spider-Man, but what I'm saying is that when you started with Amazing Spider-Man and you started reading from number 1, and I remember I got some of the Masterworks. Somebody bought me some of the hardcover ones, the hardcover Masterworks, and I was reading from number 1, and you're just like, I couldn't believe that. This is when I was younger. I couldn't believe that every issue, it's like, oh, it's Vulture. Oh my God, it's Doc Ock. It's Green Goblin. Like, this
It's
is like,
Electro. It's
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 Electro. It's
Sandman.
Rhino.
It's
It's
like, oh my
Sandman.
god. Not until they get to the Outsiders, it's like, okay, we're taking a break because no one cares about these guys. But like,
No,
but
but
every
it's
single
Craven.
dude is a big villain. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, I mean, there must have
Or
been
the
like,
Outlaws or whatever the hell they were. I can't
yeah,
remember their
there
names.
must have been like 18. And you're like, Jesus Christ, like, this is like crazy. And
Yeah.
then it's like they start to recycle, okay, the return of Doc Ock. Okay, Electro strikes again or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
Scorpion's back and that.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
thought
and
you were
the other
reading
thing
movie.
about being Spider-Man is no, we're not. And when you see the credits for Karate Kid, they do say the name is used by permission from DC Comics
Yeah,
because this came first, right? So
yeah.
um but yeah, this felt a bit Spider-Man-y and a bit kind of Marvel-y in that he still has to figure out how to survive in 1980 or 1976, right? It's like he has to find an apartment, he has to find a place to live, all that stuff, right? Or like he's taking a bus for the first time and all that. There's a kind of grounded quality to it that I did like, but that doesn't mean that it's also boring. He fights
No
guys.
way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know that would have been funny. I
Ralph
know
Macchio not to have work
Ralph
on.
Macchio
Yeah.
was one of the guys at Marvel,
Not Marvel, yeah.
and it would have been awesome to have him on Karate. Or no, he was a Marvel guy, Ralph Macchio, yeah.
Yeah.
Or did he do any DC? Did he do any DC? I
I
feel like
don't know, but I know him more from Marvel, and I
he's a
remember like
Marvel.
Stanley saying "not that Ralph Macchio" in one of his soapboxes or something.
That would have been awesome, yeah.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, first 20. I mean, that's yeah, okay. So it was 20 issues. I didn't remember it was 18 or whatever it was, but like it's insane. Like, I mean, it's just super insane.
yeah,
He did edit Master
that's
Kung Fu.
Kung Fu.
Cliff, what's going
Yeah,
on? Poor Karate Kid. Oh, I love this series, buddy. I absolutely love this series of Karate Kid. I'm blown away. So we
yeah,
were gonna do it in one stream, but then I was like, forget it. Let's go through these because first off is Nemesis Kid, who's pretty badass, actually.
yeah.
And I got DC. I'm telling you, give me Karate Kid. I'm gonna make it a well, now with all these absolute comics outselling everybody, I'll make it a top 10 comic. I can't promise you a number 1 comic because it's not going to beat Absolute Batman. It's not going to beat any of those absolutes, and it's not going to beat when Jim Lee returns to Batman in 2025. So it won't beat any of those, but I can guarantee you a very good selling comic if you give me Karate Kid and say, yeah, I need the Alan Moore Swamp Thing treatment. The Karate Kid's trash. We don't know what to do with them. You do whatever you want, and then give that character to me. I'll take anybody. I was just going, before I went to sleep early to go to the convention. I was like going through my head. I'm like, man, I could take any character. Like, give me anybody, and I'll turn them into some. Because I'll go right back to massive action and unbelievable, like epic story stuff. Like, no, there'd be like hardly any relationship. It's just be like massive battles. Like, I like. Well, I mean, nobody's better than Jackie, but Iris is.
Yeah,
You're not a fan of Jim Lee? Oh, maybe not. I don't know if you're not a fan of Jim Lee, the person, but the artist Jim Lee is pretty exciting.
I know, but when's the last time he's done something? That's part of
well, no, he's got like 6 issues in the can or something, so he's good.
No, but I mean, in terms of like, if you're young growing up, you don't know much about
Oh,
Jim Lee.
okay, and he's going to be better or worse than anyone right now.
Well, in terms of what?
Drawing,
Art?
yeah.
Oh no, I don't know where his art style is now.
Well, I bet you it's 1,000 times better than anybody right now.
I know, but like the last time he did something was like 2018 or something, or 2017 or something.
Rob Liefeld is still good.
Yeah,
Actually,
Yeah,
it's better.
but he's got respect for like I don't know, because the thing is I don't know. It's probably going to be really great, but the thing is
Put it
that
on
like,
your let me give you some free advice. Put it on your pull list. It's gonna sell like
no. I'll put on my pull. It's not there yet because they haven't solicited it yet.
right.
But
Yeah,
like
that's not
no. But what I'm saying is a lot of these artists like John Romita Jr. It's like what the hell happened, right? Like they change their art styles all the time. And it's
well,
like what
yeah, it's gonna be
it's like that second Dark Knight Returns. Like what the ass happened?
okay. That's Frank. Frank Miller's weird, and he's just gonna do whatever.
Yeah.
This is Jim Lee is not going to change the roots of his thing. He trust me, he's a classical guy. He's not. If he changes the art style, it's going to be pissed. Nobody's going to want that. They're not that dumb. DC is slowly turning things in the positive, while Marvel is flushing everything down the toilet as fast as humanly possible. It's like, anyways, All-Star Batman Robin was not good. Oh, the writing on that was absolute garbage, but the art was.
But did awesome. He do the art on that?
Yeah, the art was good.
Right? Yeah.
I was so pumped for that comic. I was like, oh shit, yeah, here we go. And then I was like, why is Batman like punching Robin in the head? Like, what is going on in this comic? That was stupid.
Ugh. What did Robin do?
He deserved it. Is that what you're trying to tell me, buddy? Oh man, Sean. Don't fail me now.
Well, that show lasted longer than Alf. Oh no, Wicked, you dumbass.
Oh, there better not be any negative Wicked or Sindel. There better be zero negative Sindel stuff on Friday.
No, I like Sindel.
No, there better be zero negative because she's the best character outside of the real Star Wars movies. She is the best character.
She's a great kid character. Yeah,
she's a great kid character. Yeah. I love her, and I first of all, I wrote an entire season of a Sindel TV series.
Yeah.
Do you want guaranteed good Disney Star Wars product? You talk to me. Come talk to me. I will take that Ewoks thing and make it the best. I guarantee you. I have like an awesome idea for.
I have to look that up. I have a vague recollection that they wrote a comic where she's an adult, but like
there's a story where she's an adult and she's a reporter. Yeah. She's a reporter for the New Republic.
Right.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what my idea is on Friday, and then I'm gonna do a poll. Do you like their dumbass idea or do you like the J-Man idea?
Was that Disney? Was that a Disney one? No, okay. It was Dark Horse.
It's old. No, it's not a comic. It's a novel.
Oh, it's a novel. Okay.
It's a novel. Yeah. So it's like a legit. It's like probably pretty good, but it's just like boring. She's a reporter. Like who wants that?
Yeah.
Okay, so Nemesis Kid, let's do it. Here comes the Legion.
So here comes the Legion to bless him on his new comic. It's like it's like those pilots, those spin-off pilots where like the guys from the regular show come and is like, oh hey, what's going on? Like the Fonz turns up on some
just to get the thing going or whatever.
Yeah. It's like that Simpsons episode where they had the failed spin-offs and then one of them was Chief Wiggum and then he's in Hawaii and then the Simpsons come and they're like, we're here to wish you well on your colorful Hawaiian adventures every week. And then they take off.
I don't even know what that is. That's brutal.
Anyway, yeah.
Okay. All right. So what's going on here? We got Karate Kid, Nemesis Kid, and
Brainiac 5.
Brainiac 5. Karate Kid, Lightning Lad. Yeah, so everyone's in Monel.
So he kicks Lightning Lad in the face.
He did kick him. He kicked him in the face, man. Kawump.
They're like, so like he chased Nemesis Kid, I think, into that time, and he's like, I want to stay here, and they're like, oh no, you're a Legionnaire and all that stuff, and they're like, I'm the leader and all that stuff. It's like, well, I used to be leader, and like I don't want to take your crap anymore. So then he's like, listen, I want to stretch my legs here and gain some independence and whatnot. So so whatever.
And I want to buy a pink car. I'm like,
yeah. Later on, the Legion pull him back, but that's a whole other thing. We're going to see that.
Yeah, so we're doing these out of order because some of these were taking place in between other Legion comics that we were reading. Um,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sure how much that's going to play a part as a factor in this.
Yeah.
Um, it doesn't really matter. I don't think it's just it's.
No, it's fine. Yeah.
So the cops come. They're like, a permit. You got a permit here, buddy? Permit? What movie? I do not understand. It's like,
Yeah. Where's your director? What's a director?
yeah,
And
Sergeant
then,
O'Connor. This guy looks like a foreigner. Oh man, not.
oh, we're gonna
Oh,
get a lot of
oh,
that kind of stuff, man.
oh no! Stop it! Don't. He probably knows karate, but that he actually does know karate. So
Yeah. Stand back. Yeah, he probably knows. Yeah.
don't assume that they all know karate. Yeah, but he really does know it.
He does know karate though. He's
And he
literally
looks
called
like he
Karate
knows it.
Kid.
He's literally called Karate Kid. So in this case, you're okay.
Yeah.
Don't assume on yourself though, but on this one you're okay. So yeah, the Legion ring. Okay, so he's got the Legion ring, so he flies away. They get rid of that though.
Yeah, it goes all wonky on him here, and he crashes into this girl's apartment.
Yes. Now we saw her in a Legion story that took place,
After, yeah,
afterwards.
in the
I
one,
like this girl.
yeah,
I
it's
like
I think it's in the one where they go to that sun planet and all that, and there's those people made out of heat, but in the beginning of that,
Yeah, they were there in
yeah,
the.
in the beginning of that, they show these two characters. So yeah,
I like this Iris. She's pretty good. She helps them
yeah,
out and stuff like that.
yeah,
I like redheads anyway, so there you go.
yeah.
Am I a fan of Luke Cage? I have a Luke Cage mug, so I'm gonna say yes. I like Heroes for Hire. I like Luke Cage. I like. How am I gonna show? I can't even show this to you. There's my. I like Iron Fist. So yeah, Luke Cage is awesome. I got a Luke Cage mug. And Luke Cage season 2 has the best villain of all time. That super accent Jamaican guy was the best.
Bushwhacker, yeah.
Bushwhacker.
On the
No.
picnic him, and he gets it. Because like all these guys, kids are fighting him, and he's like, "No, and then picking and
Yeah, it's so good. And that guy, that's not his accent. I thought that was. I was so disappointed when I
it's
heard
not.
him.
Yeah, no, it's
No,
funny. I always love when I hear island accent because my mom's Guyanese. If you didn't know, guys, and I grew up with all that patois, and I always love when someone says picnic or yatin or something like that I know. But anyway,
yeah.
yeah.
All right, so he falls, he grabs on, comes in, here's Iris. She's like, what the heck? He's like, this Legion ring sucks, and he throws it away.
He throws it off. He can repair it or something. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. He doesn't care. So they're definitely drawing him more.
They're trying to draw him like a mixed race guy.
Yeah.
They don't know how, but they're trying to.
I mean,
like his eyes are,
they kind of didn't do. It was weird. It was on and off, right?
Yeah.
I feel like they should just make him like
just make him Asian, and that's it.
Yeah, just make him Asian, like pure off, and then because the mixed thing doesn't come across in the comic anyways, and it's really pointless.
Yeah.
I mean, and then karate. The thing is, karate is really a Japanese thing, right? So karate. Well, from karate.
Yeah, he's half Japanese.
Yeah, he's half Japanese. Just make him full Japanese and be done with it.
Yeah.
Or at least draw him Japanese then. And you could say he's half, but
but what comics are comics. Like you can't get likenesses down every single time because you're cartooning and you have to draw the same thing all the time, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, there's that one issue of that backstory that we read that had the big origin of Karate Kid. And he kept changing ethnicities in every panel. And at one point he looked like Bruce Lee.
Yeah,
Bruce Lee's Chinese, so
Bruce Lee's Chinese, which wouldn't. I guess you could study any martial art anywhere, so technically you could be Chinese. But if that's not, I don't know if they're going for that. Like
no, but they were saying he was half Japanese in that.
Yeah, so that was
yeah.
What do you gotta do? In my head,
anyways.
My head is Japanese. That's it. In my head, he's Japanese. So
and they mention it a lot in this issue as well. So
I'm
not in this issue, in this story, in this comic,
in the series. Yeah.
Okay,
so anyways, that's fine. So really, the big bad here is we're gonna go through. Is what's
he goes on the bus, and the guy is holding like a futuristic weapon, so he fights him, thinking that it is Nemesis Kid. but it's not. When he's on the bus, he's like, oh, this bus is a bit primitive and crowded, but it's going the right direction. So anyway,
Yeah,
he fights that guy. The guy doesn't know what's going on because he just has this weapon, right?
Oh yeah,
There's
there's
so
that.
much
There's that
moving.
too. Yeah, eventually everyone becomes a yeah.
Yeah, but in this future,
That's in the
everyone
real
finds
future.
themselves.
I don't know if they were thinking in that way really.
Well, no, it was the 70s, right? And the
Yeah, I don't
60s.
think they had.
I mean, they had a segregated Black Island. Like they were thinking 270s.
Yeah, that's true with Tyrock
It's
and all
so
that.
weird. Is why wouldn't you think that there'd be a lot more, a lot more progress from
Yeah, because they're watching Star Trek at the time too, right? And Star
yeah,
Trek was already like way ahead,
yeah,
So,
yeah,
um, but anyways, it is what it is. Whatever.
yeah.
I think of him as Japanese. I always think like if I was going to make the movie, I just get a Japanese
He's
guy, then that
Japanese.
would
Yeah,
be
yeah.
the end of it.
Done. Yeah.
Like it would have been Sho Kasugi if they would have made it back then or whatever, right?
Or his son King's.
I like the kid. I thought that kid was pretty badass actually in that
Oh yeah,
kid.
he set some man's underpants on
He's
fire
he's good, man.
in Nine Dances of the Ninja. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. All right, so coming in here. Oh man, here you go. Every
Oh,
guy.
these roughs. Yeah. So he beats the crap out of these guys.
One panel.
Dun.
They're all one panel wonders. One panel kick.
Yeah.
Second panel kick. Third panel punch.
Yeah.
It's like whoosh. Look at this, man. What the hell? Backbreakers. Boom, he nailed this guy. Freaking Razor's Edge.
Yeah.
Double kick here. Boom.
But they have the big in the panel before, it's like he is the complete fighting machine in human form, a true champion of combat. And then in that panel, it's like, well, if you scroll down, it's Val Armor, the Karate Kid, like dun, and like mega font. If you discount visits by Lana Lang, and the only ginger depicted in 30th century was villainous Spider Girl, with Medusa like red hair. Yeah.
Yeah, some ethnic qualities might get erased or like eroded through time or whatever. See what's going on, man. What about Sunboy? Yeah. They might have eliminated gingers. Yeah, maybe. Light Lass. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. That wouldn't be good. I like red. I like redheads. So
I thought the only reason why they're redheads in comics is because red hair is a good thing to show up on printed page, right? So that's why there's so many. Anyway,
Also,
so he goes through this elevator shaft. It's the next level
great.
of the video game, right? So he has to go through this, and there's like mega lasers and stuff.
Yeah, this is badass. Oh my god. What I like about this comic is that every issue of this series could be an episode of a TV series because they're like it's like what you said about Spider-Man. There's also the day-to-day living of Karate Kid where it's like, okay, well, I don't have any money. I don't have anywhere to stay. So Iris starts to hook him up. Okay, I've got to start getting some money. So it's like there's progression in that sense. So it actually is a very good TV show. And it does feel very Marvel, at least Silver Age Marvel-ish, where you're like, this feels like it's really got some progression.
This felt ahead of its time to me a bit. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I know a lot of people don't like this series, but
Albie was saying that, and then I got nervous, and that's why I said, you know what, let's just do it all in one stream. But shit,
there's not a lot of Legion stuff in it because it's all about Karate Kid. But they do reference Legion all the time, and at one point he's fighting with the Legion. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just pretty awesome. I'm definitely gonna get this entire series. I've got most of it.
Yeah.
Look at this, man. He gets knocked through. Oh my god.
So where's this? You jumped way ahead, right? No, so he confronts Nemesis Kid.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I was scrolling while we're talking here. Yeah, so down the elevator shaft. Okay, boom. Okay, so here's Nemesis Kid. Let's go to that.
Yeah. So he fights Nemesis Kid, the final boss, and and he does all sorts of things, like he turns into steel and all that stuff. Well, it doesn't matter. Karate Kid does his thing. Tough like Blondie, but that's nothing compared to what I'm gonna do to you. And then he gets thrown out a window, and uses his weight shifting ability, his martial arts to then gain a footing and then climb back up, and he jumks right back into the action to fight Nemesis Kid
That is
again.
badass.
Yeah.
I got thrown
Nemesis
out of
Kid,
the window.
yeah.
Remember from Beverly Hills Cop?
Yeah.
I can describe all of them.
So Nemesis Kid uses like a nuclear blast to shoot him. And so Nemesis Kid's thing is that he gains power of any sort to counter whatever he's fighting. The problem with that in the narration, I thought this is awesome. The problem with that is like for while it possesses the necessary strength to destroy him, to destroy Karate Kid, it lacks the speed and mobility to protect its master. So Karate Kid's thing is karate. So he just leaps out of the way and then kicks him in the face. It's so cool, you know.
Yeah.
It shows why Karate Kid is cool despite not having superpowers, right? He's just very, very, very good at what he does.
Yeah. Sherry's is younger than a twin brother a lot, and it's something I forgot they're twins. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Otto was right. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. Oh yeah, he was redhead. That's right. So Fanti, it was malfunctioning, so he threw it away. That was like on page 3. He threw it away
in the first fight against Nemesis Kid. Yeah.
Nemesis Kid does what Karate Kid don't.
Yeah. So now he puts him in a time bubble thing. I don't know where this came from because you know what? Because Nemesis Kid stole his time bubble, so he's putting him in that time bubble thing with a note. So he goes right back to the 30th century. I don't know how it goes back linearly like that, but anyways, and says staying in the 20th century till I find myself, and as my fellow 20th century types are quoted saying, "Don't call me, I'll call you." So there you go.
And then there's actually a third K there. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
All right. Look at this guy.
Oh. Okay. That's a major disaster.
Major disaster.
So this is cover dated June 1976. Same. Oh wait, you know what? The writer is David Michelini, who would go on to have an awesome run on Amazing Spider-Man, especially with Todd McFarlane and all that. Cover artist is Mike Grell. Penciled by Rick Estrada, inked by Joe Staton, and edited by Joe Orlando. There you go.
So Karate Kid was just doing some stretches, and these guys happened to walk right into both of those things. He was just doing some stretches.
I'm going to follow along in this. Yep.
You can follow along with me in your book. You'll know it is time to turn the page when you hear the karate. When you hear the
funny about
like this. Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny about this era is that it's filled with these Twinkies commercials.
I love Twinkies.
It's like all sorts of. It's like the Batman ones are great because they always had his villains in them, and then the other guys would just make up villains, you know. But yeah,
I absolutely love Twinkies. I don't care.
Yes,
I can eat the entire box, no problem. Like I could probably eat
Twinkies, Hostess cupcakes. Those are even better to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. God, it's like eating fudge or something. It's awesome.
Yeah, they're both. No, you know, I kind of like. I like vanilla and strawberry things a little bit better. It depends on what it is. Chocolate, like I know, like Steve likes dark chocolate.
Oh,
I like chocolate. Steve like he'd do 100%. He wants 100% dark.
That's like hardcore.
No, he's not effing around. He's
that's like clear out your bowels hardcore, man. It's
he's like I can't do less than 95 or whatever. It's like I can't do more than like 60%. Like forget that. But no, I like. But anyways, continue.
Yeah. All right, right, kid. The International Dooms of Major Disaster. There you go, man.
Oh my God.
I guess this is the first appearance of this guy.
Well, someone's saying he's a comic. CC is saying he's an old Green Lantern villain, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not his first appearance. It's not his first appearance. So
not his first rodeo.
Yeah.
While we're here, let's make sure everyone is subscribed to Classic Comics. Let's put his channel up in there too. How you going, Classic Comics? What's your 1.8? Oh my God, 1.88. Awesome. That is awesome. All right. Major disaster. Yeah. So I'm actually reading Green Lantern, Green Arrow. I started with whatever number that started with 76 or something. So I've been reading those. So what did he? Wait, the ring is made of anti-gravity metal. Yep. The only functions were the key to individual legionnaires had a tracker. Yeah, but it's all destroyed now. Well,
Yes,
I think it was
I
all
know.
busted up,
Yeah.
Fanti. I think it was all busted up. So he just threw it away. All right, so here's these kids running around. Yay, school's out forever. You heard me knock. No one gets in without an ID card now. Beat it. So these kids, he's trying to go in with the girl here. She's a teacher.
Yeah.
What's the trouble, Charlie? Huh? Oh, Miss Jacobs. It's just this guy in the Bruce Lee outfit. Oh, so I don't think they knew that Bruce Lee wasn't Japanese. So
No, they don't know they're Chinese from the Japanese. And neither does Seth Rogen, as you know. So
as I
it
know,
still
Seth Rogen
exists
knows.
today. Yeah. Yeah, no, he doesn't.
That's going to infuriate me, so I don't want to talk about it. That like infuriated my wife and I. Were like, why are they watching Shaw Brothers movies to learn ninjutsu? It's like those movies contain kung fu. Like they're not ninja.
And it's not a well actually thing. I know people are like, well, you're just being a condescending nerd. Like, no, like this is like, listen, if Sumo and Liu wanted to join in, I'd join in with them because this is a cultural appropriation. Like that's ninjutsu and that's kung fu. They're not the same effing thing.
They're not the same thing. Otherwise, they'd be called the Kung Fu Turtles.
Yeah. God. Can I join in, guys? Okay, Simu, I don't like you, but you know what?
No, don't. No, don't. I will never team up with him, even if. No.
I was joking. I don't like that guy.
I can't stand him.
Yeah.
All right, Edward Monel created the Legionnaire Lemon, and they had transparent suits, and they deployed whenever they were in space. Telepathic ears. Okay, cool. Wasn't Karate Kid featured sold in 1978 DC? I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know the calendars, so.
Okay, so she lets them. They're like, okay, you're good. Let's go.
Yeah. She still doesn't believe that he's from the 30th century, right?
I'm from the 30th century.
And he's like, yeah, all these guys train in this gym, and I smash robots with my feet. And I left because like I like 1976 better. I don't know.
This foot is wrong.
Yeah, because his right foot is like that.
Wait a minute here.
Like people make fun of Rob Liefeld. Like anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, his small feet was a choice. This is just wrong. This is just... he was doing the Dragon Ball feet, right? Like the this is just weird.
Yeah.
Unicharge?
I don't know what Unicharge is. Charging cards were a newish thing back then. Yeah. So like Diner Club and all that.
Credit rating Y6. Oh, pretty good.
Yeah.
Expires June 30th, 29. Well, that's way more than my expiration date. I never did that.
Well, it's not going to work here. So,
yeah, this ain't going to work.
Anyways, that was maybe, wait, how many pages? That's like a page. That's a top bit of the last page of some like dialogue with the girl, then stuff about the 30th century, then the top bit of this page, more talk with this girl, and F all that. Tidal wave comes in. Yeah. He has to rescue her from the tidal wave. This is a 70s comic. This is the way it is.
Yeah, and I mean, imagine this was your teacher. You'd be like, woohoo! Like,
I know. Well,
it's like, oh, what's going on here? Well, we're all dying. Help us. It is I, Major Disaster. My ultimatum. You guys come here. It's like, follow me. Whoa. And then the big jump here. He jumps on this thing.
Gets on his flag rig. And he's like, excellent. I shall kill him with a personal touch. And he brings down a meteorite. Now they're like, consider the situation. Admit to yourself that, like, circumstances, you would undoubtedly panic. But then you are not Karate Kid.
Right.
So his thing is that he could just do anything if he puts his mind to it. And so he strikes harder than the meteorite and destroys it.
Wow. He kicked a meteorite. What
Yeah,
the hell?
yeah, that's. Well, later on, he does a mega thing too. It's Dave Michelini, and it seems like he's a lot more powered than. This is his interpretation of what he can do.
Right.
Because later on, he does some other crazy thing, if you remember. But anyway, yeah.
I mean, it's all crazy. Like
Yeah.
karate cannot do all this, but
No, but
I mean, literally, I
he's the
think
best
like,
at karate. That's the thing, right?
yeah, I think that like at this point, that major disaster would be like this guy just kicked a meteor. Like I'm in
I
trouble.
can't really win. Like, you know what? I give up. Yeah.
Well, he's falling down and he splooshes into
Yeah.
this water buffalo or whatever. It's like terrific. My first time against a criminal of this era, and I end up all wet. Well, at least I'm still in one piece.
Yeah, there's like, it's not kung fu, dude. Like, no, karate. Anyway.
Super karate. I know. What does super karate mean? I can't remember.
Super karate is better than karate. It's in karate. It's better than karate.
Yeah, it's not just karate. It's in karate. Also, the rings provide a natural block against them being taken over, as shown when Wildfire returns through Boy. Couldn't pass the Legionnaire discovered molecule master. Okay, yeah. So I mean, nobody. The whole point is like they're just like just get rid of the ring.
Yeah.
So anyway, he says big super flip, double kick this guy in the face. Here comes another guy with a gun. Boom, hits him, chops him, punches him. Thwack foot.
Yeah. And then this guy with
God.
a knife comes from behind, dun, dun, and he throws him into a into a water tank.
This guy's dead. What?
You're all washed up.
You're all washed up, buddy. You're dead. You just killed this
freeze. Man. Holy cow, Fred. It's like, yeah, so they arrest him, and now he's on TV being arrested.
So, being a good book. Yeah, physics wimey. Yeah. Writer, did you ever go to school? That's a bit crazy. Right. They just don't want it to fly. Right. That's right. You're getting too caught up in thinking about how that'll work. It's like they just don't want it to fly. It's like
it's Plotto-wimey. I don't know.
Yeah, no flights. He can't fly. That's it. And here's this guy, no relation to any other, mad dictator wannabe guy. Correct.
Yeah.
You paid me $1 million to destroy the UN, and when major disaster takes on a contract, he carries it out.
Yeah, they wanted the U.S. to be driven out from the UN so they could be just protectionist and that's it. Like just for America and that's it. But this guy just wants to destroy the UN. So I don't know. So everyone's interviewing this guy like, oh, so they all believe he's from the 30th century. They've confirmed that he's from a super team 1,000 years in the future. So they're like, do they still have pizza in the 30th century? Do you sleep in the nude? I don't know how that's relevant. And he's like, oh yeah, I don't know. So they go in a taxi, and you figure, okay, 4 more pages of dialogue in this taxi, right? But then there's an earthquake. So this is the 70s, man.
Man, you can't go anywhere. It's like earthquake, boom.
Yeah. This is awesome.
Here it comes. Iris is running for it. Oh my god!
So he runs off to fight the guy, and she's like, "Let me help." So I was like, "Oh, what's she gonna do? She doesn't do anything. She just distracts everybody and makes things worse."
Well, I don't know. I mean, she's trying her best. I like Iris. I feel bad for Iris. It's like we're gonna. It's like, but then Val, are you gasp? Oh my gosh!
Mm-hmm. And then he's like, "You've lost, kid. The UN will soon be in ruin." So he activates this ray that goes underground to. It's like it's gonna create an earthquake or something and destroy the UN building or whatever.
The UN.
So they jump out. Dun dun dun. Jumps right out with her.
Karate Kid.
And he's like, "Now stay put. The last time you tried to tag along, you almost got us killed."
This is Temple of Doom.
Yep.
What? This is the quickest way. I know how to get through. Perfect landing. Do you sleep in? I know who asks that. Do you sleep in the nude? Like, do you like movies with gladiators in them? Like, what's all the weird questions from Airplane? Remember, he asked that kid all these weird questions.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in a Turkish prison or something? That's really funny. Airplane is awesome. That's awesome. All right. No time for calculations. So I got to rely on instinct and just do it. Kia! Look at this, the big arrows. Like, so he stomped the earthquake away.
Yeah, he makes his own earthquake stomp to counteract the other earthquake stomp. And then it reverses it back to it reverses it back to major disaster. Where's Wonder Woman during this time? She's on another mission. Where's Superman during Supergirl? He's on a mission in space somewhere. So
yeah, as a kid, I just learned to accept stuff like that. It's like, he's not there. So.
I appreciated that they explained it in the movie. They had some like radio thing, and they're like, "Oh, he's doing space stuff," and then
he's in space right now.
Yeah.
All right, Superman, get to the machine.
Yep, he's in space right now. All right.
Where is Superman when you need him? He's in space, so remember? Oh, yes, that's right. He's in space.
Yeah.
Isn't there anyone else that we can call? Remember in Blind Fury, they're like, get me Bruce Lee. And the guy's like, Bruce Lee is dead. Then get me his brother.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that doesn't mean he's as good as Bruce Lee. You know that, right? Like sometimes the brothers, all right, so it comes back. Shabloom. I still don't have a place to stay. Ooh, you could stay at my place. What? There's a going. What?
So I just want to read one excerpt from the first letter that they published here. It's from Jim Shooter. So Jim Shooter heard that they were making Karate Kid comic, and it's his character because he made him along with other characters, right? Yeah, and he says like, it's there, this one right there, yeah.
This one.
Yeah, and he says in 1965, Karate Kid was my solution to the Legion's most glaring problem. Lack of action. Too many Legionnaires simply pointed their fingers to use their powers. Karate Kid meant action. So you could show like actual like punching and stuff like that. So yeah.
That's so Rob Liefeld quotes this all the time. He loves Jim Shooter. He thought he was a great editor, blah, 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 blah. And he always points to this saying that like the original X-Men, you know, he goes, they were temple touchers, they were arm casters, you know, there wasn't like, he goes, and then you look at giant size and all of a sudden you've got Wolverine with claws, you've got guys punching like Colossus. It's like you've got Storm like shooting like lightning and tornadoes and stuff. And you know, it's like,
wait for a second, I'll be back.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. All right. Since Sean's taking a break, I'll show you guys something that I got. I got this today. I'll show it to you. So this came in today. This is Deborah Winger's autograph from Wonder Woman, the TV series with Linda Carter, of course. So I've been covering this on my channel. It's not personalized or anything, but it's just, I just got it from like eBay, but I got a good deal. I've been waiting on it for a while. It's a smaller one, but it's really neat. So I'm pretty happy with having that in the collection. So that just came in today. And I went to Frightmare. I went to Frightmare, which is a convention, and I got a few pretty cool things that I can show you guys. 1 second. Just taking a quick Legion break. Legion break. Hold on a second. Where's my convention picks here? Frightmare. So check this out. So I showed you. I think I showed you this last time. I showed you the Sybil Danning autograph already. This I had from before. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you can. So here's one guy that was dressed up there as thingy. So there's me and Shawnee Smith. So that's Shawnee Smith from where's the one he said? Oh, I'll show that one to you. I'll show that one to you. She should still be alive, yes. So this is Shawnee Smith from the Saw movies, and she's also in the Blob. It's got some good pictures with her. And then this guy, this is Costas Mandalore. He is he's from the Saw movies as well. And then this is Danielle Harris. I don't know if you guys know Danielle Harris. She's from the Halloween movies. So pretty cool. I just took a picture of a girl who did a thing. The Nun. That was cool. Yeah. So here's the pictures I got with art. So they took a million pictures, and look, you could actually like, if I'm, look, he's like literally he was sawing. He was like literally sawing my neck there. Isn't that funny? So these are all still pictures, which I'm just using my arrow keys to go through. And then he was like hitting me in the head with like an axe and stuff. So I thought that was pretty funny. That's it. That was oh, and she was also in summer school. That's right. Yeah. Thanks, Phil. Yeah. So I got a bunch of those. Let me put back the Legion stuff here. Karate Kid. Okay. All right, so we'll go through a little bit here. I don't have the credits because Sean will have those, but if he comes back, we'll go through them again. But we've got this crazy awesome guy, the Revenger, with this like spiked or like this like almost cat o' nine tails thing here from Karate Kid. I mean, this is crazy. So this is Karate Kid issue 3. And so we've got Iris here, and let me just see what my nose. Yeah, Revenger, and he's got all these victims that he wants to go after. So he literally like this thing crashes through, and here he is, and then there's an immediate fight. Like literally, what was that? Like the third page, like cover, page 1, boom, smash. Here he is. It's like what? They go right into a fight, and this is a great page here, like pretty damn cool. The Revenger. Dun, dun, dun. So this guy is actually kind of pretty intricate. So this is actually this first page was a splash page. Sorry, it was a 2-pager that they kind of, I don't know how they separated it here. Oh, I see. Oh, they put it twice. That was weird. So this is the other page. I don't know. The site has it this way. So there you go. So you get right into it. You got a friggin' like full Nelson here, and then boom, another kick smashes him. And then, like, I mean, this guy's arm thing and this weapon is awesome. So he breaks into this guy, this William J. Grant, president, boom, smashes through. What are you? What do you want? Who am I? Is not important, but what I want is you.
Sorry about that. My dog is on medication where he has to go out every so often, so
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean's okay. It's fine. This was issue 3. You want to do the credits, and then we'll move on.
Okay. 3. The cover artist is Mike Rello for this one. It's written by David Michelina again. Penciled by Rick Estrada. Inked by Joe Staton, colored by Carl Gafford this time, and edited by Joe Orlando. Executive editor is Joe Orlando, and the cover, it's cover dated August 1976. Pretty cool. Right. These look great in person. Like, I mean, the covers really pop. That's probably why I bought so many of them. So,
yeah, they just look cool, anyways. Like,
and I just want to point out because this won't be on your copy. The inside cover is a Twinkie ad where like a sort of UN of space declares that Earth is too primitive, so they want to destroy the Earth. And then Superman says, "Come to Earth with me, and I'll show you how great they are." And he takes them to a supermarket, and there's a display of Hostess Twinkie boxes, and the aliens are like, "These are awesome!" And and then they decide to spare the Earth. That's
wow. Thank you, Hostess Twinkies.
It's one of the best Hostess Twinkie ads I've read. So anyway.
That's outrageous. I mean, you've heard of some of these weird ones where it's like, okay, that's pretty outrageous, but that's like super outrageous.
Yeah, the aliens, they leave with it. They leave with the Twinkies, and then the supermarket guy. Yeah, okay, so so here they are. They're like, "We want to destroy the Earth." And he's like, "Listen." So he brings them to this supermarket, and there's a supermarket guy, and he's like, "Look, Hostess Twinkies." So or Hostess cakes or whatever. So they eat them. It's the cupcakes, and they leave with them. And the guy's like, "Oh, you have to pay for those." And then Superman's like, "Put it on Clark Kent's bill." And then that's
wow, that is outrageous.
Then they save the Earth. Yeah. It's like,
that is outrageous.
Why Clark Kent's bill, Superman? Why would that be?
Yeah. It's like some random person put it on his bill.
Yeah.
All right. So all you missed was Revenger killed the first victim out of his. He's got like a bunch. There's going to be two more.
He's got like two more. The last one is the one where they catch him. Yeah. Anyway.
Right. You didn't see that.
Yeah.
All right. So we got this guy. So basically, the guy, the Revenger, was basically ripped off, and like his ideas were taken, and he's like a former guy who's pissed off. They would have billed Bruce Wayne. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he wants revenge.
Yeah.
That's why he's called the Revenger.
Right. He called himself the Revenger.
Yeah. So. Is that something that you named yourself? Like, this would be like a James Gunn joke. Like, you named yourself that, didn't you? It's like, got to be all weird about it. All right. So he's got his big weaponry and all that. Now he's going to live at this lady. This is the landlady here. He's like, I decorated myself. It's like, oh, it's very quaint. It's like,
yeah.
He's like, quaint. I think I could come up with something more appropriate adjectives. It's like, now, Val, be practical. You need a place to stay, and this is cheap. So, I mean, it's all pink and hearts. It's like, all right.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So, all right. But this is how he comes out of it. He jumps out of, he literally jumps out of the window, and that's how he lands. But look, he jumped out and went to another panel.
Yeah, that's cool. That's the who was this again? It was it's Rick Estrada. That's cool.
I don't think you saw too much of this kind of thing in the ones that we've been reading up till now.
No, we were all praising what's his name? Frank Miller on that Daredevil stuff, but that's well after this. Like they were doing a lot of this kind of stuff. I remember DC being fairly dynamic at this time. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like this is pretty epic. This page is awesome, actually. All right, so he jumps out, runs after the guy.
Yeah.
Beats up some of these losers. Ninja Star here.
Yeah, there's random guys that just attack him. And so, because they have to have a fight scene. So, yeah. He beats them up in 2 pages.
Punch in the face. Sweep, leg sweep. Look at sweeped all these guys. Boom, kick this guy. All right. 3. So he didn't make it in time. So this guy's dead.
Yeah. Okay, so there's 2 guys. They're so unceremonious about these guys dying. It's like, call somebody or like, well, he's dead. Gonna have to go to the next guy now.
Yeah, the thing about this comic is that it is easy to go through because there's so much like action.
Yeah.
Biff, pow, bang, yeah, boom.
Yeah, did you get into his love of pigeons?
Yeah, the pigeons are there. He's there feeding them and all that.
Yeah, that's how he buys it in the end. But yeah, anyway.
I don't carry cash. I use my credit card for everything. Wow, the judgment time is come. Dun, dun, dun. It's Karate Kid. It's me.
I figured out who your third victim was, and the police are like, yeah, sure. And then he's teamed up with the police right now, but there is tension in the next or one of these issues, the next issue.
Yeah, so he's good with the cops, but asterisks.
Yeah.
All right, so they just get into a fight. Kick crap.
Yeah, and this guy has no skills. He's just a guy who wants revenge, and he made like a mega thing, like a mega mega armor or whatever.
Kia.
Yeah. Sputch or Spjuk.
Yeah, Sputich. Sponge. No,
Yeah.
Sputunch.
Sputunch.
Whoosh. Splack. No. No, Splack. Running away. This guy's mask is weird.
Yeah. He doesn't even know how to make a mask.
I love how he kicks him into the birds. It's like, no, my friends.
My birds.
My damn birds. And
my
then it's
friends.
Like, then that pissed him right off.
So he's the guy that destroys the support for that thing.
Yeah.
Not Karate Kid.
Yeah. He broke this thing, and then
he broke it himself, and he's like, no, and he tried. Now somehow this balsa wood kills him. Like this wooden thing.
Splat.
Oh no, killed by balsa wood, and then he's dead.
Well, he got flat, man. What do you want? That's his fault. Revenge doesn't pay, especially if you're a revenger. Karate comments. That's cool.
Yeah. All right.
Issue 4.
His name is Master Hand. Can Karate Kid stop him from conquering New York? Probably, but we'll have to read it.
If I was a betting man, I'd say yes, he can.
Yes, he can.
He can do it.
So
I don't know, Sam. I don't know if he can do it. I don't think he'll do it this issue.
This might be the last issue.
This might be the last one.
So this is cover dated October 1976. Cover artist is Mike Grell. This is written by David Michelini and penciled by Rick Estrada, inked by Joe Stanton, colored by Carl Gafford, lettered by Milt Snappin, and edited by Joe Orlando. He calls him a grasshopper. Yes, idiot. Single appearance. Yeah, he never comes back again. So, Master Hand.
Oh, yeah. Then he becomes Master Foot.
Yeah. So Karate Kid's helping the Legion in the 30th century. They pulled him back for one last mission or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's because their powers can't do anything against this guy. They need physical contact. Monel, can't you punch something, maybe?
I know, really, Monel's there. You don't need Karate Kid, sorry.
Yeah.
There you go. Splash page.
Yeah. Like Jackie's right, kid. We couldn't have done it by ourselves. That robot was equipped with sensors to detect and nullify superpowers. And Brainiac's like, correct, but since his powers aren't really super, and that really sets off Karate Kid. He's like, that's right, Brainiac 5, rub it in. You know the reason I exiled myself to the 20th century was because I don't have natural powers like the rest of you. So he's like, I don't even know why I'm here. So he just takes off back to the 20th century.
It will be revenge does wonders for the will to live. Yeah. Kenobi.
Hey, Philip.
Brother. It's my brother. All right, I'm back. Look at this hot dog stand guy. He's chubby.
Yeah.
Portly dogs or something. Oh no, the T word.
Yeah, so someone's taken over the school and they've taken the one particular teacher that he's living with or whatever right now. So there you go.
And it's Master Hand, but he can't do anything.
Master Hand is a huge ist, and these cops are like, now cut the dramatics and tell us what you want. And he's like, very well, Caucasian. I'm like, oh, it's this kind of guy.
Uh-oh. Be careful.
Yeah.
I think this guy'd get canceled right now. He better be careful. He's liable to get himself canceled.
Well, he doesn't like the big Western influences and all that stuff in Japan. It only led to the biggest television industry in the world. But hey, and what an idiot! And I think right in this time too. So he wants to like kill these kids and the teacher. The hottest one. He's like, I took the hottest teacher, and I and now she's held accountable. There are other teachers, but they look like teachers to me.
Yeah, I'm taking the attractive one and then doing that. Iris, no. And Karate Kid's like, damn it, if she dies, there's no other attractive teachers here at all. So I'm stuck.
Yeah, this comic is doomed next issue. Like, no one wants to see me. So he goes, he goes, and all these cops stop him.
Yeah.
And then this big Inspector Man, very 70s TV looking Inspector Man, comes up to him and says, like, name's Commissioner Banner or Police Commissioner, whatever.
Yeah,
and
Banner.
It's like, this is my case. You can't go into my case. And, it's a typical head-butting, tension for this comic, just like the TV shows that you watch. Oh, yeah, okay, thanks, man.
Didn't I see you in that TV show, in that cop show? You might have. It's like...
It's no reason tension. And then at the end, they wrap it up with me getting my comeuppance. You know the drill. It's like, oh, yeah, thank you, Commissioner Banner. So then... so he walks off. Karate Kid walks away because he respects the law,
Yeah, I'm not going to do anything. All right.
Yeah.
Karate Kid, no! Karate Kid,
that
please,
gives
don't
Master Hand time to explain his woes. So he's like, I was born without hands or feet or something. No, I was born without hands, right? And then, and I trained to be a samurai, which I don't know why you do that if you don't have hands. But he couldn't be a great samurai because he don't have hands. So then, and also in Japan, everyone is influenced by like baseball and like American stuff, and I hate that. So even though they're very inscrutable and have their own Japanese culture, but hey, so now I'm gaining my revenge, or so I'm not doing it justice, but that's kind of what it is. I don't know.
Yeah,
he made super swords for his hands or whatever, right? So there you go.
I didn't have hands, so my parents made me knives instead.
They made me like hooks or something, or
his favorite cartoon, his favorite character was Trapjaw because he only had one hand.
Yeah. The government provided me with the meaning hooks and training enough to wield a rubber stamp. So like he stamped things for a living, and he's like, I wanted to kill superheroes from the 30th century. So what I did was I made knife hands. You'll never see me again after this issue. So hey, like,
how did he make them without hands though?
I don't know. With his feet. I don't know.
He likes Daffy Duck. It's like, I was a stamp. Well, things got to get stamped. I don't understand what this guy's problem is.
Look, stamping is very important. No, you laugh, but it's true.
They should have done 2 stamp hands. He would have been double efficient.
You are doubly efficient.
Wow. I got to give you a hand, buddy. You've done a great job. All hands on deck. Put your hands together for Mr.
Can you hand me that stamp, please? Thank you.
You're taking a hands-on approach.
Check the expiry date, skeptic. That's my only advice.
Apple pies for 3. Yeah. Oh, they do that. Yeah. The expiry date's today. So just keep an eye out on that.
Yeah. So put right
Ravenscroft.
Hey, Ravenscroft.
What's going on? He has opposable hooks.
Yeah. You can pick things up.
You can pick. You gotta hand it to him. Doing a great job.
You gotta hand it to him, yeah. You should make friends with what was her name from wrestling? What is it? May
oh, Miss
Hancock.
Like Miss Hancock.
Where she gave birth to a hand. I think that was peak Attitude Era. Like that was from there. They could only go downhill.
The Attitude Era is absolutely bonkers. Ridiculous. Oh my god.
Anyway,
so it's like it's like what does he want, teacher? He's just jealous because we have hands and he doesn't.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. He doesn't last beyond. He's not in any issue of Who's Who. He's done after this issue. So okay, thank you, Miss Jacobs. So Crichton hitches a ride on a police chopper and then jumps down into the place
on the roof. Comes down the
and
roof.
Confronts guys with other like nunchucks and stuff like this.
The Ninja Turtles are all here before they become the Ninja Turtles.
Dun, 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 dun.
There's Donatello, and he just fought Michelangelo, Donatello.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gotta hurt temples.
So he counts them.
4.
Yeah, there's 4 of them. He does 1, 2, and then he takes 2 of them at the same time. It's like 4. So he goes. So it's cool. Like there's always a fight scene. There's always guys to clear.
Mm-hmm.
Then he goes through, and then he's now fighting Master Hand. Fool will take more than one brash stripling to stop Master Hand. Oh yeah, so tell me about it. And he's like, get the kids out of here. No, they're all surrounded by these a-holes with guns, right?
Oh, he was pissed off because they did Hands Across America. Hands Across America, eh? I can't participate in that.
Hands Across America.
Sean will watch Blake 7 eventually. I'm almost done.
Oh yeah, no, I have the season 1 on order, like the big Blu-ray.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I'm almost done, buddy. Just watched the Orbit today. That was so good. I'm going to review that tomorrow. You won't see it for a month from now, but I'm reviewing it tomorrow.
Yeah,
it was awesome. That's the one with Avon and Villa, and where they say Villa weighs 70 kilograms, and you're like, oh shit, it was so good. Orbit, no spoilers. I know. That's the one that I was really nervous about because I loved Avon. I thought, oh no. And then Clobby and I had a private discussion about it because I asked him privately what he thought about that episode, and he kind of explained some things. And then when I watched it the second time, I understood what he was saying, and I was so happy because I was really nervous about the Avon stuff in that one. Master Hand from Smash Brothers. Oh no. All right, fighting. Meanwhile, in Karate
he
Kid,
challenges this guy because he's like, if you're a samurai, you should be fighting me for your honor and all that stuff. And he's like, okay, very well. But Master Hands only fights with these swords, and then he's fighting a guy who's unarmed, which isn't very honorable. But hey,
And then the I am a man who will fight for your honor. That song starts.
Yeah.
Anyways, so he chops. Oh, here we go. Now he's definitely more like Japanese-ish here.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's Japanese. They super made him.
Well, he says something about how. Well, first of all, he's way yellow. I don't know what they're doing there, but at some point he says like, "You seem to have Japanese heritage. You would know," or something. And I think that's where Karate Kid's like, "Okay, then let's have a duel, man. Let's do it."
Right. I played the first ever Smash Brothers.
No, we know what Smash Brothers is. It's from our time.
I played Smash Brothers.
Yeah. Well, you had the one for GameCube.
Oh yeah, I had it for GameCube. I forgot. Yeah. I had it for GameCube. I liked Game and Watch.
Yeah. Yeah. They're the Ice Climbers.
No. They were in it though. Yeah. They were in it though. Ice Climbers were in it, but no, Game and Watch. They were the remember the Game and Watch?
They look like the black.
The black, they're just graphics, black stick people.
Yeah.
I wonder if those guys are still around. I have this from back then. I have a Game and Watch. Dusty, but I got it. I got
have the old original one, right? Yeah. I got this Legend of Zelda one.
Oh, that's cool.
And I have the Super Mario Brothers one back there somewhere too. Yeah.
Yeah, this is from that time. From childhood, Popeye.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. And like he has to catch things or
Yes,
something like that.
I
Yeah.
played it
Those were awesome. The thing is,
endlessly.
I don't think that modern generations would understand because like you need to like use your imagination too, but like you can get into it. Like I had a Castlevania 2 and it's he scrolls and he fights guys, but I think if you're too used to great graphics, you're gonna be lost, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
You're only 16 years younger, yeah. I'm 46. Big fan of Popeye. Yep. Sean's been reviewing the new Popeye comics
Yeah.
for
Byline
reasons
Popeye.
unknown.
It's cool, man.
All right, back
No
to the
one else
fight.
is doing it, so yeah. So yeah,
Boom,
they
fight.
fight. They at one point, Cry Kid gets the inclination to use a barbell like
Yeah.
uh bar basically and fight him back.
Friggin' 3-section staff here.
Yeah.
Master Killer. Or no, what's the other title? I call it Master Killer.
Um. Uh.
Shaolin. Oh, God.
36 Chamber.
36
No.
Chamber of Shaolin.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I
Yeah.
call it Master Killer just because that's,
That's what it
yeah,
was. Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
36th Chamber of Shaolin. And then 8
Yeah.
diagram pole fighter and return to the 36th chamber and all that. Or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yes, I own all of those. Okay. Good little fight here. And it's like, that's it. He's done. And then there's this guy. What?
So he.
You can't. I mean, they can't. I
Yeah,
mean,
he
what?
foils it, and then there's some guy who outranks this guy, gives him a big commendation, and he's an honorary police officer or something like that. Something that's like fake, right? And then he's like, okay, you know, like, thanks, okay, that's okay, Commish, no need to thank me. And he's like, oh, why, yada, you know, like, and then
I oughta.
yeah.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun.
Karate Kid, issue 5. Let's do the credits.
All right. So, Cry Kid, volume only, issue 5, December 1976. Executive editor is Joe Orlando. Cover artists are Ernie Chan and Mike Grell. Writer still David Michelini. Penciled by Rick Estrada. Inked by Joe Stanton. Colored by Liz Berube and edited by Joe Orlando. Here it is, kicking him in the face, kicking this guy in the face.
I'm throwing this guy.
It's interesting. Like, so there's a like a parade for vets, but it's like World War One vets, which you wouldn't see anymore. They're all in masks that we find out later, but like, you know, I guess back in '76 that would be common. Having World War One vets, not a lot of World War 2.
Mm-hmm.
Well, probably World War II as well, but like, and he's like, oh, you know, in the future we don't like celebrate war. She doesn't explain like we're not celebrating war, we're celebrating the people that had to fight the war. That's what we're
right.
You know, but she doesn't say that because David Michelini, I guess, doesn't like war either. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm reading Green Lantern, Green Arrow,
Mm-hmm.
and if that came out today, that comic would be utterly destroyed on X and all. They would have they'd be saying it's woke and trash.
It's woke, yeah, yeah.
It's all I only read like 4 or 5 issues, and every one of them is like, oh, the natives,
yeah,
you know, like, oh, it's like
we treat them bad and all that. Yeah.
It's like the next issue's like there's like 2 in a row native ones in a row, and then there's these guys, the poor people, and this is like the black neighborhood and all that. Like that's like every issue. I was like, is Green Lantern going into space at any point in this? So I don't think.
No, I thought you knew that's what that was.
No, I didn't know what that was, so I don't know how I feel about it. The whole
thing is socially conscious, but like nowadays it would be called woke. But that's literally what people scream about today. Yeah. So I don't, you know, listen, I get what I get when things are like stupidly, without really any reason other than to point fingers and accuse. But like, you know. And sometimes things are just hollow. Like they'll make a female character and she does nothing, and she's right. And she's not, you know. But you're just doing that just to do it and not actually make art. But yeah, that's the beginning of that kind of thing to most people in comics. That like that stuff. Bringing the issues of the day to comics, right?
The thing is, the art is killer.
In the 70s, like racial tension was super high. Like in the news, they're always seeing people being fire hosed and stuff. So
Yeah,
you had to address it. Yeah,
yeah, the art is awesome. It's Neil
yeah,
Adams, so there's that, and like it's
yeah.
just like it's there's no space of like it's like I'm like okay,
No,
that's grounded. It's basically like he's just grounded. He's just on Earth, like
yeah.
on
He's
like
learning what the common man
yeah, yeah.
deals with or whatever. Yeah,
And the problem is, I just read the Grant Morrison Green Lantern. That's the last thing. That's the last thing I ever read. And
right.
it's like massive space, weird battles, and all alien. Every issue is like a weird alien thing where you're like, "What is this?" Like, so
Yeah,
it's weird to go back to that. But I'm going through it. I'll go through it. All right.
yeah.
So Karate Kids, there. Boom, boom, boom. Alrighty, here we go. Tomorrow, fighting. I don't know why they're double paging these like this, and then they got this section of the page. It's
Well,
like,
because that's what they did, right? But
yeah, but no, I mean on the site here, there's two of the same page. Look, first they
yeah,
give you this half of the page, then they give you
yeah,
the full splash, then they give you the full splash again, then they give you the other half of the splash page, and now
yeah,
it's the next page. You're like, what the hell is that? Why is it like so many pages?
yeah. So the
Anyways,
old timers are young people in disguise. He
right,
fights them. They kidnap the teacher right when he's about to fight them. He gets called by this thing, this sphere, and it's like,
yeah,
oh, the rules are you have to come whenever I call you, and doesn't tell him anything.
right.
So I don't know, what the point of that was.
That
They're
was weird.
distracted by this chick, and she yeah, go
Yeah,
on.
it's part of his. It was part. They're trying to say it's like a weird training thing. Like, no matter what, you have to come here. So it's like you could like, but that could result in him losing something or what. About oh, too bad you have to show up. Okay, and then this woman's here, the landlord lady.
Yeah,
Get
it's
out,
like,
get
oh, I
out.
brought you chicken soup because you look tepid. It's like, that's weird. It's like, what if I'm not sick? I have to eat your chicken soup now? Like,
Maybe I don't want your chicken soup. You ever think of that, lady?
chicken makes me break out into hives. I don't know. Yeah.
I love this random attack here by this guy, guy, girl, whatever. Ravenscroft
Oh,
saying
yeah.
Green Lantern tried to be relevant at the times. It was kind of a trendsetter, and I think they did try to give both sides of the perspective.
Yeah.
None. I'm not
No.
sure if they gave both sides. I'm like 4 in or 5 in, and it's pretty. It's one sided.
Yeah, it's
like
you gotta
Green
do
Arrow
better,
says,
Stevie.
these
Yeah.
people. It's they literally say the this skin color is bad, and it's like they've done all these bad things to these people. It's like, oh, okay. I'll finish it up. It's just that I was looking for more space action, space opera action, not grounded. Let's talk, and that's the one where Speedy's on drugs and stuff, right?
Yeah,
That
but literally that's what the whole point was, that you make Green Lantern grounded. I get, I like, the thing is, but why, right? And why wouldn't he have been grounded before? Because he's a human being who grew up here. It's like that.
yeah.
It's sort of weird, right?
It's just that
So
he's fighting these random guys. It's like, well, and then they're like, oh, the ring doesn't work as well. It's like, or you could just like use your ring. I don't understand. Like, I don't. This is a Green Arrow comic with Green
yeah,
Lantern just tagging along
tagging
and
along with
being an
this
idiot.
is what I deal with, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Green. If it was a Green Arrow comic, that'd be perfect because that is a Green Arrow thing. He's Robin Hood. He's supposed to be
yeah.
looking out for the little guys, right?
Hmm.
Neil is the definitive Green Lantern. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, no, that's all good. You're cooking
Yeah.
K. I love KFC. Yeah, they're well done. The thing is like I'm addicted to reading them because they're well done and the art is friggin' awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, the art's incredible. Yeah.
yeah, it's like super good. Okay, so back to fighting here. I like how this guy whacked him here and ran off. Like, what the heck was that all about? All right, so I come down to here and holy crap, look at this epic guy here. And then he just gets smashed in the face. And it's like all these different soldiers come out, all these different guys from different like things. And it throws Night Guy. You got this like Zulu warrior guy here.
Yeah.
What's going on? Commander Blood.
He fights a bunch of guys. Yeah, Commander Blood's here. Uh, and oh yeah, he wants to know the future. And the guy's like, oh, Karate Kid's like, oh, you want to know the big stock markets and all that stuff and get rich? It's like, no. I want to know how the wars begin and end, how they, and then Karate Kid's like, and they talk and stuff, and he's trying to figure out what he's all about, but it's because he wants to side with the losers, and then and then
Yeah,
bring about a different outcome and see if he could prolong the war for each thing, right?
that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Like he's like, yeah, I want to know who loses the war so I can join
And
their team and
how they lost, so I can
yeah,
like then bring about a positive outcome for them and change
yeah.
the course of the future for more war. You know.
What the hell? That is awesome. This guy's a whack job. I'm sorry to tell you, this is a two-parter, boys and girls, and you're not going to see part two tonight.
Yeah.
I did not do this to screw you over. I promise. It just worked out that way,
Yeah.
just in the issue count. But it's not going to end. You're not going to see the end. You're going to have to tune in next week to see the end of this. But anyways, there's a little bit. He's got a gun here, which is kind of cool. He's got like weapons. So he's got all these different types of weapons and armaments from like different warriors, and puts on this big glove here and like friggin' punches him in the face. Karate Kid gets a good kick
Yeah.
in there. Does a couple of swings. Boom, blocks it. Flips him over. Kick to the face. Punch to the face. Choking him out. More choking. Flipping behind him. I mean, this fight's awesome. To say that this is going to continue, this is like super awesome. And then does an awesome kick here.
And then he gasses Karate Kid. He's like, "That's
Yeah.
not fair." It's like, I know it's not fair, but I won, right? So,
Yeah, he only cares about winning.
Yeah.
Winning isn't everything. It's the only thing. Yeah, so it's like she's captured. Iris is captured. Karate Kid is captured. Oh, he's like electroshock therapy. Oh, he breaks out of it, though. I thought it would have ended here, but no, he breaks out.
He breaks out, but he's crazy now.
Yeah.
Like he's gone mad. And they're like, "Oh, he's gone mad. He's going to kill us all." Dun, dun.
He's
And
insane. He's not just sane, he's insane.
he's insane. He's more than
Right.
sane.
He's more than sane. He's insane. That's
To
it.
get to where is it here in issue 1?
Do I need to go back to issue 1 or?
No, I just wanted to I wanted to get into more what appeals to Karate Kid in 1976. I really enjoyed this mission, first time in years. So this is like the last page. First time in years, I felt whole. It was like rediscovering that I'm someone special, not just another one of the Legionnaires, but a hero in my own right. In this world, I almost forgot that there was an age when people did things. Maybe this is where I belong. So that kind of hit home with me. I think the thing about the Karate Kid series is that like we've been reading about the 30th century through Legion, and they always it's like the old version of what the future would be like. Everything's convenience, right? It's like
Right.
like it's like the move aiders and all this stuff, and it's like and this series kind of depicts the 30th century. I think this is the first time, at least in these Legion comics, they do this, where it's like, yeah, it's cool and everything, but you've lost something of humanity along the way. In that, like
Right.
he makes a remark in issue 1, going through Miss Jacobs' classroom, that they're getting hands-on education. A teacher teaches them, and they ask a question, and a human teacher's there to help them out and stuff like that. And he says in that scene, like, oh, in the 30th century, it's all computers and push buttons and screens, and it's
Right.
like, I like this approach better, right? And then later on, he's like, oh, this is an age where people did things, and I think back then no one really understood that. Reading this with 2024 eyes, I totally get it. And I don't know, to me, it gains more relevance now, because it's like when you put effort into things, like when I wrote a paper in school, I would go to the library to do research. And going
Right.
on the bus and doing that and searching for the books made me more invested in that. And now you just like look up shit on your phone, right? It's like, so that's kind of what he's saying. I really liked. I mean, I think you can read this now. If you didn't really like this before and you read before, read it again. It's pretty neat. You're rediscovering 1976 through Karate Kid's eyes. Like he's
Right.
on the bus, he's like, it's really dirty and stuff in here, and it's like And now in the future, really, like we're on a freaking stream right now. I'm reading this, and I feel like there's a different meaning to everything now. Reading it, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I like this better than most of all the Legion stuff that we've read, except for those really epic stories where there's like the Earth battles or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
But like this was
yeah.
like way better than all of the other. I like this, like a new guy each issue, most part.
Mhm.
It's like super action oriented. Most of the Legion stuff that we read up until that certain point where the good stuff really started, it was just like standing around and doing nothing. Because, and even Superboy at the time, because I've been reading the old Superboys as well. Superboy at the time was still, he was still doing stuff, and Superman was doing stuff, but the Legion weren't really doing anything. They were just kind of meandering around, or they would lie to each other. I mean, obviously that changed. I don't know when it changed, maybe 197 and on, or whatever it was. But like I would say like this was better than all that stuff.
Right. Yeah. No,
Like,
it's a lot of fun. It's everything. It's the complete package.
yeah,
It's like him living life in that time and also fighting guys. Um, a dash of like perhaps romance. There's not really much going on between him and that teacher, but like there's at least a connection, right?
right.
And yeah, and all the different villains. It's like I love the one and done thing. It's not one and done really because it's continuing on to the next, but like just the first two-parter and it's like issue 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and the art's good, and it makes him a dynamic character. I like the idea that he is a human being and not with any powers, but he's just very, very talented and more physically skilled than us.
Right.
He's what you could become if you trained as long as he did. Um,
Yeah, he's like peak
so
human or whatever.
yeah, so like so he can like stomp a new earthquake to counter the other earthquake or whatever. I like all that.
Which is like pretty, yeah, that's pretty crazy. But anyways, I mean,
CT, yes, we should do
oh
that.
yes, that's guys. Let's do this. Let's do CT. I should be doing that too. It's been a while since you read them. Yeah, as a 10-year-old, I didn't understand Green Arrow arguing with Hawkman. Okay, with Hawkman, yeah.
Yeah,
Now I know that Green Arrow represents the liberals and the Hawkman was conservative. Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
huh? We'll be right back.
Yeah. So the Green Lantern drug issue got approved, and the Spider-Man drug were refused. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Marvel did it first. Wow, I did not know that. I didn't know that. That's crazy. Well, let me get I always thought Green Arrow was conservative, but again, that's been a while. No, he would definitely. Well, I don't. You know what the problem is that from what I know about those terms in the States, I feel like things have been like reversed, or what I used to think was like they've got new terms now. Sorry, I don't know all. You guys are all in
Well,
the States.
things are very polarized in the states, and you see it with every election and
No,
everything.
no, 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 no. But no. Hold on. No, I'm saying, but he's saying before he thought Raven was saying that he thought that the Green Lantern was conservative. Yeah, I think Green Lantern, I guess, was. I know Green Arrow was liberal, like the way that you would say it now. But now they've got classic liberal, which to me was like seemed like the normal thing. But now, because now the liberal stuff seems like it's like super crazy. Like it seems like nobody. It seems like they're crazier from the stuff that I'm seeing. But I don't know. It feels like everybody's their own thing. I don't think anyone's on any. Everyone's just got their own opinion about everything. It's not
Yeah,
really. It's not.
yeah.
There's not really a side. There's no. We don't really have that here. Like
Well,
it's
no,
not.
we have liberals and we have conservatives and we have the super liberals, which is the NDP.
Yeah, and
Um, we used to have two conservative parties, but they merged into one, and it was confusing because one was way more conservative than the other. Um, but yeah, it depends on the leader of the party.
there's more choices. We have
Here,
more
yeah.
more
Oh yeah,
choices.
yeah.
Like it's not just like I think there is literally just those two, right? In the States. It's either you're
Yeah,
one or the other.
it's just yeah. There might be other parties, but they're not serious. It's Democrats and Republicans. I had to think about that. I was going to call them conservatives, but Republicans. Yeah.
Yes, that's the series I'm reading, Joe Dog. So Marvel ran it without the stamp. Okay, Green Arrow's always been social justice. Yeah, SJW. Yeah, he kind of is an SJW. He is an SJW, and the one I'm reading, he definitely is.
No.
You're all mixed. Yeah, I feel like there's no. I feel like every. I feel like I think the problem is that you're always dealing with extremes. It seems.
Right.
Some say these characters are possible to adapt compared to Marvel. I don't agree with that, but anyway. The thing is, if I actually tried to do this once and just go by every medium, every generation, like DC movies, DC television shows, DC animated shows, DC comics. So four factions, and then you do it golden, silver, bronze. Do they still use copper? Is that a thing? I don't know if they use
Oh,
copper.
yeah.
Whatever, right? Modern. So like it's like if you go by, you have to almost go by each section alone. Like Golden Age, really, I mean, DC's Golden Age and Marvel doesn't really have it. And even if you take the characters that they did have, I would say DC's way better. So that's easy. Then if you start Silver Age Marvel comics are better than Silver Age DC comics, but Marvel's Silver Age programming like is not as good as DC's programming. And then if you like program like anything, movies or shows,
It's media. It's media.
media, sure, media.
Yeah.
Then if you go, then what am I at? Bronze. Then if you're in the Bronze Age, I'd still say the DC media is better, right? It has to
DC
be.
media is better. It's Super Friends and stuff.
Right. So that would be better. But then the Marvel comics are bloody awesome in Bronze
I would
Age.
say Silver Age media. Like Spider-Man was a classic cartoon compared to the Filmation DC stuff that didn't make any impact at all. So the Superman cartoons, what? Well, Superman and
Yeah.
Aquaman, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they
I
made
don't
the
know.
other guys, and no one cared about them. You know,
Yeah.
like Teen
I
Titans
don't
and
know. Yeah. I don't
yeah.
know. But then I'll tell you something. After that, it's like DC rules everything. Like
Yeah.
Marvel MCU is good, but once you start getting into like division of media, like when there's a vast amount of it, when you have many DC shows and many Marvel shows and many DC movies and many Marvel movies, then it's hard to do the math.
It's hard, yeah. No, we come from a time when one was triumphant over the other. So like when Christopher Reeve onward, DC was killing it with media. And
Yeah,
we didn't know the extent you could go with something like an MCU, but you know, the Superman movies were big, and then Swamp Thing was a thing for a bit. And
yeah.
of course Batman
It's like
was
super.
successful in '89 and never looked back, right?
Yeah,
And we were like, why can't Marvel do this? What they have great characters. What is this? And we grew up on the Red Brown,
Captain
Captain Americas,
America.
and all that. And like Hulk was a thing for a
Yeah,
bit, but like, and even like DC had Wonder Woman, and it's like DC's killing it, you know. And they had a one season Flash show, but beyond that, Marvel just made bad deals with people, like that weird Albert Pion Captain America was supposed to be a big thing. Punisher had ads and stuff. We were like, oh my god, it's coming, and it never came out here, you know. And Spider-Man had so many rights issues. It was brutal. We could never get that off the ground. And then we would get things like Gen X, and we would get like that that Fox TV movie, and we would get what's that thing called Sergeant Fury with
David
the
Hasselhoff.
Hoff man, David
Yeah,
Hasselhoff, and it's like, I guess, but like you could see, like this can't compete. What are you doing? You have Spider Man, Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, X Men, Avengers. Like what's happened?
mhm.
Hulk. It's like bring the Hulk back. What's going on? And then And then way into the 2000s, you get like Iron Man, and it goes from there. And then they become like, it's crazy to think. Like, I know people like criticize Marvel and all that stuff. You can't take this away from them. MCU up to Endgame is a masterclass. At least those first two phases, a masterclass of branding, because we
Oh yeah.
thought a lot of geeks were like, "Well, you can't do an Avengers movie because no one knows what the Avengers is. They know what just like America is before they know what Avengers is." Yeah, but they introduced it, and then by the time they did Avengers, it was $1 billion movie, and it was something that, look, you can have your problems with what they did with those movies and those characters, but you can't take away that after all, at least phase one, everyone knew how Thor's hammer worked, which is crazy. Everyone knew that Steve Rogers was Captain America back then. Everyone knew that Tony Stark was Iron Man. Everyone knew Bruce Banner because of the old Bill Bixby Hulk things, right? But like, people knew the lore. People knew what the Avengers were. People knew what a helicarrier were. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy for us to think about that. And we always talk about like Thanos and all that stuff, and Marvel conquered Hollywood, literally, to the point where like Scorsese and freaking Coppola are mad. Like, it's like they became the gold standard. It's insane to think about when you
Yeah.
think back to the 80s and 90s, where it's like they could do no right. They couldn't do anything right in TV and movies. It was incredible. Anyway, that's my rant.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like the Hulk TV series again. Yeah. Like it has nothing to do with anything. It's just like Hulk walking
No.
around and he's Hulk for 5 minutes an episode and that's
Yeah.
it. But like he's not even Bruce Banner. He's David Banyan and stuff.
David Banner, yeah.
He's David Banner, but then he's David Banyan, then he's David Bannister. He was always a David B because he kept changing
Yeah.
his name around. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, I
Yeah.
own that show, of course, but like, it's crazy. Like, I don't know. So, whatever.
Yeah.
All right,
He's
Sean,
the TV sensation. Yeah.
I put your link
Yep.
up. What do you got going on?
More modern reviews, but also I shot some stuff with classic comics, so you'll get some Amazing Spider-Man and X-Force, things like that. So tune in this week.
Awesome.
Yep.
I knew Drax was, Drax and Groot. That's true. Yeah. Who drew Groot before? Yeah. So, I mean, obviously it's crazy. So I'm continuing. So Wednesday, I'm going to be on the Action Elite talking about the Killers game. Friday is special because we're going to do the Ewoks on Friday. And we're going to have a few special guests. We're going to have Star Wars, Marvel purist on as well as a special guest, and a couple of other people. And it's going to be a lot of fun talking Ewoks. Then 1 week from today, we're going to continue these up. We're going to do 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I didn't put all the covers. I just put,
Yeah.
just to put them on there. Yeah. But that's it. All right. Thank you to the Legionnaires. Thank you to everybody in the chat. We appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you on Wednesday on Action Elite. If not, I'll see you back here on Friday for Ewoks. It's going to be fun. It's the Ewoks, man. Come on. And you know that those Ewok movies are better than anything Disney Star Wars has produced.
Awesome.
Easy.
Yeah.
Like easy. So there's that. All right, everybody. Thanks. I'm going to do a good journey on tonight.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.